everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Andoria by Thembos and Dragons, hosted again on AwfullyQueerHeroes. Tonight we're starting on the combat screen, so that'll be fun.
Starting on the combat screen.
Yeah, have fun.
You're a combat screen.
Thank you. I am a combat screen. Thank you for noticing.
Beautiful one at that.
Announcements. Special thanks to our artists, Mackie at Mackie Okuda, Carly at Cinderheart Studios, Sam by ACNH Escape, with special work by Che and PQ. Links will be down below in the chat, so go ahead and look those out. Woo. Make sure to, I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and also make sure to check us out as well tomorrow on Aldrich Academy. You can find us at Aldrich Academy, where on the Twitch mainly. Honestly, I was going to say wherever you watch your videos, but mainly it's just Twitch. You can maybe check out the Twitter, but I don't know if that's going to relay the visuals you're looking for right now. So, and I think that is all of our announcements.
If I use Dispel Magic, can I end the combat?
I don't think that is how this works, but you could, you can certainly try.
But you do you?
I know, listen, you live your best life.
I will, gosh golly.
Whether that's a long or a short life depends on how this combat goes.
Yep, y'all are gonna have some fun.
I'm gonna die.
In danger.
It was nice knowing all of you.
Alrighty, so if we're all ready to go, I will start us off.
Oh god.
Where last we left our party, they had begun to traverse the Ruzar Desert, coming across bandits and thieves that were easily dispatched. Along the way, they learned a bit more about Yasur and gleaned some insight into his life before Khonsu. Finally, the party arrived at the railway station they were seeking and encountered a massive 18-foot tall creature made of starlight that had just turned its eyes to them. And that is where we left off and where we're going to be picking up. So each of you look as, in the middle of the day, it's a bit confusing to see this sort of patch of moonlight, of the night sky standing there, but it is a towering 18-foot tall creature with bright glowing white eyes that is turned towards all of you.
Oh god.
It was them!
Don't move. I don't know if it can see us.
I don't think that's how this works.
Try not to move.
Oh, that looks like a bit of a trouble there. We should probably just turn around.
Can I get a wisdom save from Pumpkin?
Oh. Fantastic.
2, 3. Bye-bye. Where did dice go?
Oh my god.
The dice said no, Sid.
The dice also, they also
it
didn't want to.
It landed on a 19. Can I keep it?
No, go ahead and re-roll that.
Aww.
If it fell off, you gotta re-roll it.
Oh, well, it landed on a natural 20. Can I keep that?
You know what? See?
Yeah.
It's significant. What is 25? It in total? 25? Damn. Just barely making it.
What?
So you see yours, as you feel for a moment, where is your,
On the natural 20.
where's your weapon, by the way, real quick?
Not summoned.
Okay, so then you feel a sort of pulse in your chest for a brief moment before, you feel as if you're taking a very sharp breath before immediately calming.
I didn't know. I was gonna take a very sharp breath anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna do that anyways.
Alright, so you're right there, little buddy?
Just don't move. I can't see us.
You see the eyes on this creature glow slightly a little bit before they turn, and it seems as if they're no longer looking at all of you and instead directly looking at you, sir.
Oh, do you know
Never
who
mind,
that
you can
is?
see us.
Sir? Yes, sir, do you know who that is?
Why, how would I know who that is? Why would I know who that is?
I don't know.
I'm
Sounds
very
like you.
carefully step in front of him to try and block the gaze.
As You can't block the gaze.
You can't block the gaze.
Listen, I'm not gonna be able to block the gaze, but like blocking the stare. How about that?
Yeah. So are you stepping in front of this creature? I mean, in front of you, sir,
no,
in this thing?
I'm stepping in front of you, sir. Yeah.
You see its eyes seem to burrow into you, and it tilts its head sideways, as if looking around you.
Oh.
Did you owe someone a money there or something? You sir? Is that
I mean, everyone owes everybody money, but not like this. Usually it's just regular. You're strong, right?
Oh, I'm pretty
I
strong
don't know
now.
if we're that strong.
Well, that thing looks a little big. I don't know if you noticed that or not. It's pretty big up there.
Very, very.
Can I have now each of you make a wisdom save?
Nope.
Pumpkin, you already passed yours. You're good.
Ooh, should I use my new spinny dice?
Oh, go ahead.
I'll use my new fidget spinner dice. Hey, natural 19. Wisdom saving throw, you say?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, come on. That's a 21.
What's that?
What you
That's
did?
an 11.
Beautiful.
You're dead.
All right.
I'm dead.
Are there
I'm
any
dead.
like bonuses from being around a paladin or?
Oh wait, yeah, that's an extra +2. 13.
Oh, then that's 23 and 27, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So,
The aura.
is anyone over a 20? What was your roll, Pumpkin? By the way,
Oh, mine's 27.
yours was
It was
27 in
25.
total.
Yeah.
Oh
It
wait,
was-
it's a +3. Never
Oh,
mind.
then 28.
Is anyone over a 26?
No.
26
I'm
or
at
higher.
24.
No.
Alrighty. So each of you feel the effects. You are frightened.
28.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin,
Okay.
you're the only one who's fine. Because even if it wasn't a 28, you rolled an at 20.
All right. I
Mhm.
don't particularly like that guy there.
Each of you feels frightened. And can I have all of you roll initiative for me?
No. I don't wanna.
Yes,
That's a
sir.
12.
Come on.
Oh. 12.
A 12.
7.
16 for Baxter.
Okay, so let's see. Grab a pen.
Oh my god. This is gonna have to fall out at some point. 19.
You're just going down. One by one.
6.
Okay, so 19 for Pumpkin.
16 for Baxter.
Okay. And Christelle?
12.
12. Amazing. Alrighty, so each of you are frightened for 1 round.
Including the 19?
Uh,
Or was that the other thing?
yeah, that was the other thing, the first one you enrolled.
Oh,
This is
okay.
just your initiative, as I added
Oh,
on to the
oh,
screen.
cool.
We can...
Where's the...
But yeah, each of you, if you could go ahead and drag your characters down
Oh
here.
yeah, we can... Where are we?
You are down
Oh,
here.
do I need to roll for Jeff?
Yes, please roll for Jeff. Jeff has a +7 to initiative.
What about his wisdom? That is a
Do we
D12.
roll to Jeff though? Is
That was more of, does he need to make
Oh,
a
for-
wisdom saving throw?
No, Jeff cannot be affected by this.
Oh, then Jeff's, it's a +7,
To initiative, yes.
24.
Alright.
24 for Jeff.
I'm gonna also just put up that beautiful aura for protection and devotion, just so that people are aware of it.
Is that constant or is it an action?
It is constant.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoop. Move me over to the token layer. And move you,
Oh.
sir, out
While
of the way.
while you are conscious, you grant all friendly creatures, including yourself, within 10 feet, a +3 bonus to all saving throws, and they can't be charmed.
Nice. Okay.
I marked my little buddy with the red dot, just so y'all know.
Perfect. Okay. So that is each of you. That'll be
Woo.
you sir was standing here. You guys are in a lovely just pile.
We are just walking, yo.
So that is
Hating on us. We were just
Oh, do I
hanging
need a
out.
token for Jeff?
We'll be fine for now. Jeff will just go on your turn.
Okay, cool.
They'll go whenever your initiative is. So
Okay.
the first up will be Pumpkin and then Baxter.
Right.
Then, yes, sir. This creature, then yes, sir, and Cristale. So, Pumpkin, you are first in the initiative, as you are
Think it
frightened.
wants to fight us?
No.
I hope not.
Just in case. My hair turns white as I cast Armor of Agathis.
Nice.
Nice. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna just carefully not be in a line over here.
Good idea.
Alrighty. I believe you still have a bonus action, right?
What can I do with my bonus actions? Features? Nope. Actions, bonus action. Yeah, no. I'm gonna wait to see if I'm gonna hold my bonus action for a Hexblade Curse if they try shit, but if they don't, I'm good.
Alrighty. Then, Baxter, it is your turn.
I can't move closer to that thing.
You cannot.
So Jeff and I are gonna head over here.
See,
Put up the aura.
got
I would
friendly
say you
ghost
can
boy.
move around it. Like, you can't go, like, directly towards it as if you were going this way.
Yeah.
Does this guy just have someone's hand on his thigh? Like, I don't.
No, but
Doesn't everyone just have a hand on their thigh? I don't understand.
Is you know this art? They only
I
have
know.
it with them. I know, but yeah,
I know.
There.
But it
Listen,
looks like you just got a nice. Like, you could
Just-
go do it, buddy.
you got
the
this.
best.
You know what? There's
He's
just
no.
y'all. There's
like
a
a
tiny
fanboy.
ghost.
It's a fanboy.
And then
Oh.
I'm going to pull. So I moved over there. I'm going to pull out my battle axe and my warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And with my battle axe, I'm going to run it across my chest and light up my crimson right.
Oh.
So I take 4 points of damage to do this, but my shit lights up with lightning energy. So like lightning just kind of like crackles across the blade as it starts to glow.
Oh. And is that your turn?
That is my turn. Nice.
I don't know why I took a sip of water. Okay, that makes it its turn.
Nope.
So it seems to be staring, now that the two of you have moved out of Pumpkin and Baxter, you've moved out of the line, you can see that it is still staring dead at you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It has not moved.
You can deal with it.
And
Thank you, Eric.
You watch as its eyes grow a brighter white for one moment before its face seems to ripple and change as it's slowly melting down
Back.
into a tabaxi. Real BBG, a tabaxi.
Always.
It is as it slowly melts down into a sort of puddle of tar. It seems as if it is dripping further and further into the ground, turning into a sort of tar-like creature before disappearing entirely.
Oh.
And in its place, out of the ground, you see two more figures pop up.
Mm.
More of it, because if it is, I'm leaving.
No,
Yeah, I'm just walking away.
you do not see two more of it. It is two people you don't... It is two things. One of them looks to be a sort of flesh creature with a massive tongue that's like wrapped around its own neck. It's got a sort of like puffed up like the way that frogs do when they puff up their throat, and it is down on all fours with beady black eyes, hunched over, snarling. And the other seems to be a sort of humanoid looking man with short dark a bright blue hair and sort of pale skin that does not seem proper for a desert climate. He's got sort of pointed ears that almost go back into fins as he is now grinning at you, sir.
Also, Flesh Greninja?
It's, Flesh Greninja. And that is
Shut up.
technically the creature's turn, so it will, let me add these two to initiative. Because it now moves to you, sir. Give me just one moment. Boop. Okay. It is now Ysur's turn. You can see, so you see that Ysur looks terrified staring at this person. Looking at them, you see that Ysur is just sort of backing up. Christelle, you're the only one close enough, and Ysur automatically takes just a couple of steps back to get out of the way of this. Just, no, we should go, right? We don't need to be here. And that is his turn. Christelle, it is your turn.
I am still frightened, correct?
Yes, your frighten will end at the beginning of the next round.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a step back alongside him and just... Who are these people? Who are they to you? Why are you this?
Why are you this? Actually, a little bit more also about this person. You can see, looking at him, that he's holding what looks to be a rapier in one hand, and in his left hand, it seems to be entirely black. And it looks as if it is rotting, going all the way up to his shoulder, as if it is turned to coal itself.
So... Why? What are these people to you? Why?
Are you giving Ysur time to respond? Yeah. He's not even paying attention to you. He is dead set staring at this man.
Would I be able to just try and smack him out of it without doing damage?
I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and take an action to do so.
Yeah. Just go. Boop. That'd be technically an unarmed strike, or?
Yeah, it would be an unarmed attack.
Okay, that's 16. Come on, you sir. Come on.
That does hit, but you don't, and you see you, sir, his sort of head moves for a moment, and then he just looks up at you in fear, and then back at the man standing there.
Snap out of it!
And that is an action. You have a bonus action left. I will say you, yeah.
Seeing this little shit being so anxious, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on him.
Alrighty, and is that your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay, that leads it back to Pumpkin. Also, you
better be grateful, yes sir. These can't be used on smites.
You were never frightened, so you are fine. You were just you watched this entire thing happen as the sort of starlight creature melted down into a puddle of tar and then reformed into these two creatures.
Hello, Jolly Green Giant. Are you friendly?
Are you giving them time to respond? Or your bonus action to respond? Or you see the man sort of turns to you for a moment and looks at you in confusion and goes, I mean, I can be friendly for you, but not that one.
That still kind of felt like a threat.
He does not respond to that part.
I'll hold my action. Actually, no. My action is going to be the dodge action.
Alright.
That exists.
That does exist. You can dodge.
That is my turn.
Alrighty. Baxter, it is now your turn. There is a man staring menacingly, mostly at you, sir. He's kind of seems to be ignoring everyone else.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
I'm gonna call it to my party. Right, are we gonna do something? Are we going? And I'll give someone time to respond.
You do see... so it's difficult. Usur's face is always pretty difficult to read, given that it is flames and then 2 pinpricks of coal. But for a brief moment...
It's fire!
His head is just fire. You think you see, from the pinprick of coal, you think you see what looks like black sludge sort of fall down his face before he just says, I think we should leave.
Okay. I mean, with that info, I'm going to move back to where I was, I guess. But stand right in front of you, sir, with my like warhammer and baby Bjorn duck on my chest.
Your little baby.
And can I hold my action itself if they attack us to respond in kind?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll hold my attacks to take them out if they come near us.
Okay. That leads it to their turn. You see as they Baxter, they watch you sort of walk over and start smirking and sort of just go, "Oh, did you get friends now? What a sweet thing. I told you never to come back here. You still haven't learned your lesson, boy."
Oh.
And you can see he's looking directly at you, sir. And he takes... boop. He moves... You see he runs forward quickly. And runs all the way up here. And on his heel, you see this creature sort of scampering along the exploded track. Just sort of snarling and growling as it runs on all fours.
Tongue just flailing.
It is disgusting to look at. It gets to here, because I forgot its movement, and is sort of just staring, snarling at you, sir. And that is his turn, because he can move on his turn. He can't do anything else. That leads us to this creature, so now that it is its turn, it can run again. So that is what?
I'll fuck you up, bitch. Don't come near me.
Yeah, I can get to you, sir. So it's going to try and run past you, Baxter, so you will get an attack of opportunity as it sort of stops. Actually, it doesn't go past you. It stops right next to you.
It stays in my melee.
Mm-hmm. So, but it has not left. It just entered your space, so that won't be an attack of opportunity.
Right. But is it attacking us?
It is, which would activate your held action.
Yep.
So I'm going to do its attack first, and then you can attack it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Don't forget he has a +2 for my Shield of Faith.
Oh.
Does he? That doesn't.
It probably doesn't help.
I mean, it definitely made it better for him. It would have, if only this thing hadn't rolled so high. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't like that.
That is.
I don't like that.
Yeah, right? I don't like when the DM says shit like that.
You see this thing sort of rears its head back and then chomps, just stamping down right onto your shoulder. And it seems like if it is still stuck to it, and it's not letting him go. It is latching onto his shoulder and holding on. And you can see it took a significant chunk out of him. There's not really skin underneath his clothing. He usually wears heavy robes, but you can see it feels as if it has ripped part of his shoulder out of its socket. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, so now I get to go, yeah?
Yes, that is now your turn. Well, your held action.
So I have I gotta add shit. One is a 22 to hit. The other one is a 21 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Okay. So that is a 2d8 plus a d6, right? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 points of damage.
13, alrighty. For the first one.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. 13 plus, so 19. I gotta add those other things. So 19 points of damage altogether.
Okay. And what type of damage is it?
The one is slashing, so it's,
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, you're gonna do a lot of math. Okay.
Oh, no,
So,
just what the two
5,
types.
It's slashing, bludgeoning, and then electric.
Okay.
I can give you the specifics. So it's 5 electric, slashing at 5, 6, 7, 8, slashing, and 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. Alrighty, and so is that your first hit or your second?
Those are both my hits. I just
Okay,
did both
so
of
yeah.
them. But I do have a bonus action called Hammering Horns, so when I hit with a melee attack, I can then use my horns to try and shove the creature 5 feet away from me. So that's to make a strength saving throw DC 14. Or I'm sorry, push it 10 feet away from me.
That's a bonus action?
Yes.
You only held one action.
Oh, that's right. Yep. You're right. Nope,
you are able to do that on your turn, but you are not able to do it as a held action.
That's it for me.
And that passes it immediately to Ysir's. You see Ysir is just holding onto his shoulder, sort of crumpling down in pain, as it looks like it took a sizable chunk out of him. So he's going, okay, you're fine. It's fine. And he lifts his hand and buries it into the creature's face, just pushing flames as deep as he can into its, like, snout.
Nice.
As he does, which one are you? 1, 2. Oh. Look at all those ones. You see, it does not seem to do as much damage as it looks like he would hope, as it sort of just slightly singes one of the creature's eyes. And that is all Ysir can do as an action. Bonus action. That is his turn. That will move it then to Crystale. That is your turn.
Let's take a look at what I got here. Fuck it, I might as well try. Alright, I am going to... Liz, I need an answer in DMs. Ba-da-ba. Sweet, 25 feet is the range. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Compel Duel on this guy.
Okay.
So, go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw. DC is 14.
So you said a wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Boop, boop, boop. DC 14. What is... Ooh, he just barely misses by 1.
Oh, baby. All right. On a failed save, he is drawn to me, compelled by my divine demand. For the duration, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me, and must make a wisdom save every time he attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from me.
Alrighty. That definitely works. He is now compelled to duel you.
And then I'm going to move up, actually just 5 feet. And just kind of heft up my great axe. And just... Come on. I'm his designated bully, not you.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action in case he comes forward to attack me.
Okay. Crystale... Pumpkin, it is now your turn. Drop the dice. Did you have any held actions?
I used an action to dodge.
Either way, it is your turn.
Yeah, I know. 25. How heavy does Ysir look?
It's unclear his density, since he is made of fire. You're not sure how heavy he is. Fire, you're pretty sure, is a light sort of thing. It doesn't have real weight to it, but you don't know how much is fire versus physical density.
Does he have a safe spot to touch that isn't a no-no zone?
I mean, His clothes usually are pretty safe to touch. Ysera wears pretty thick robes. He's got like a sort of long tunic that goes down, and then over that another overcoat, and then he wears pretty long gloves that only allow for his hands. Long sleeved outfits that only allow for his hands to get out. Ignore my fingerless gloves. Most of his body is covered, as he is well aware that flames hurt other people and they touch him. So most of his body is covered. You're able to touch. It's really the head that is a really hard place to go. His hands. If you manage to touch his skin, I would avoid maybe his wound. You can see that there looks to be what looks like molten lava pouring out of his shoulder. His right shoulder, so maybe avoid that area. Everything else, fair game.
Lava.
Oh, why does everything say one willing creature?
I think Ysera's pretty willing right now. You can take a moment to ask him.
I start concentrating really hard and focusing on one spot, and I suddenly turn into a giant eagle. Ah! I'm taking these motherfuckers with me and going.
Alrighty, so you are now a giant eagle?
I have my hands on the two of them. Get the fuck on!
On who?
You, sir, and whoever's beside me.
Christelle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, you're...
A giant eagle trying to
I'm
pick
the one
them
that's
up.
over here.
You're a giant
that's
eagle.
right. Oh, no, that's me then.
Yeah, that would be you.
I...
That would be you too.
Okay. So you're trying to pick up Ysera
Yeah.
and Baxter as a giant eagle.
I have a carrying capacity in my claws of 480 pounds.
That's not the issue. I need to make a roll real quick to check something. Are you lifting them both off the ground right now?
Trying.
They physically don't weigh enough to stop you, I don't think. Do you weigh over 400 pounds, Baxter?
250. I asked them in DMs.
Amazing. Alrighty, I need to make a check real quick for you, sir. Oh. Let me make another roll. This is gonna suck for him. Of course. So you do manage to lift both of them up, and as you do, you see that the creature that still has its face buried in Ysera's shoulder is being lifted with you. Ysera does try and fight it off, which does lead to you hear the sound of you hear a scream, and for a moment you're not sure who that scream is coming from. You do make it up into the air.
Sound I heard.
No, you just hear just like okay, we're good. As you see, Ysera is in your talons, and his arm is in the creature's mouth. Also, he looks incredibly hurt. He looks on the verge of passing. You're a bird, you can't tell.
But I can tell.
He looks on the verge of passing out. He looks not okay at all. You can see he seems to be just like leaking lava onto the floor. Anything else you would like to do?
Is there?
Yeah, it's on the so that's on the ground. No, it's on the ground holding Ysera's arm. In its mouth.
It's on the ground holding Ysera's arm while we're in the air with Ysera?
Dislocated arm.
What I'm hearing?
Yes, Ysera's arm has been dislocated.
You ripped off his arm.
Okay, dislocated or gone?
Gone. It has been ripped off entirely.
Okay,
Ripped
good
off.
to know.
Fantastic.
You pulled a Emberlin.
Okay.
Oh no.
Now with my 80 of flying speed, I'm
Look
gonna
behind,
take
no hand.
us 5, 10, 15, 20, dropping these two off over here by these hills.
Okay.
And then starting to head this direction back for the other one, but...
Okay.
So you two will move over here.
Okay.
Those two.
Yep, those two go over there now.
Mhm.
Is that your turn?
I have to say the eagle is white with like little flecks of snow falling off of it as it flies, kind of like Articuno.
I was hoping you'd say it had like bunny print on it.
It also
I was hoping you would say it was like from Lord of the Rings.
Fly, you fools, fly!
Fly, you fool.
I watched that last week network.
Alright, is that your turn, Pumpkin?
Anyways.
You might be muted,
hell
so I
of a
can't
turn.
tell.
You didn't hear how I was saying I'm an Articuno with...
Oh, I did hear that. Yes.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I was... Baxter, it's your turn. You have been dropped off on this ledge. You are sort of standing there, maybe in a little... I'm not sure how you're feeling about that. You do see that Yasur is on his back, sort of bleeding profusely
Bleeding out.
I'm
from
gonna
his
take.
wound.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of being taken from the fight, but my friend here is bleeding, so I'm gonna take Jeff and be like, all right, buddy, time to do your thing, and I'm gonna take Yasur's other hand and kind of use it to pat Jeff's head
Oh,
so he can get the 2d4 of healing.
nice. That'll
Would you like to roll that, or would you like me to roll that?
You go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
While I pull up some...
Right. I told you, my buddy here, Jeff, he's a pretty unique guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Petting his head always makes me feel better, so that's 6 points of healing.
6 points of... Ooh.
I mean, it's not a lot.
6
but
points of
it's a little
ooh?
bit.
That, I mean, listen, where he was at and where he is... 6 is a lot for him right now.
So I'm guessing that was my action.
Yeah, I would say that was like, yeah, interaction and then moving Jeff. You would still have your bonus action and your movement.
Yes. So for my bonus action, just in case it's within. Oh, I can.
Jeff's in case?
Just in case. I don't think I can actually do this because we're not quite. No. Okay. That's all I can do. My other thing I can't do because he's too far away.
I
No.
assume that's up on a cliff, right? Like,
Yes, so
Cool.
you're not only 40 feet away, you're about 30 feet up as well.
Oh boy.
I'll use my rest of movement just
Or
to
no,
like
not 30.
fully place myself like
15.
standing over Yasur, so that way like
Uh-huh.
in my best too, if something comes near it, I'm gonna go fuck some shit up.
Alrighty. So that is your turn. That leads us then
Me.
to...
Come on, motherfucker, come on.
He
Come
is sort
on,
of staring at you and he goes, And he also did just... He seems to be laughing. He just goes, oh, I do love your great friends for you, sir. You treat him so kindly. As they seem to have watched this happen. And he rushes forward. That is how much movement? Okay, he can get there.
Oh man.
Hello.
Boop. So sort of one-on-one with you. And if I could have you make... Boop, boop, boop.
I held action.
That would activate your held action. I will say his action is before yours.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll wait. Because that would have been me.
Or actually, I would say it's his action and then your held action can
Yeah.
go. So yeah, he
Yeah,
will,
okay.
so he will, I need you to, or actually no, he needs to roll the hit. That's what he needs to do.
Come on, motherfucker, come on.
Does that's no good. 13 hit?
No.
What about oh, that hits.
Yeah, what about a that hits?
It's a crit actually. It's a nat 20. So
Great.
Oh.
We love that. You love to see it.
it's double dice. 1, 2,
I forgot that it's double dice.
3. Oh, look at those 7s.
Oh.
That is 14 slashing damage as he seems to swipe at you with his
You said
rapier.
7s. Is it 14 times 2?
No,
Double.
I rolled 2 7s on my
Oh,
d8s.
okay.
So it is 14 in total for slashing damage and then 5 fire damage as it sort of you can see that his rapier seems to be alight with flames,
Okay.
which I believe you will take 5 halved to 2.
Okay.
And that is it.
So then my held action.
Yes, then your held action.
I think. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and channel my divinity into a sacred weapon of sorts.
Oh.
Going to imbue my great axe with positive energy. It is considered magical. I add +3 to attack rolls, emits a bright light for 20 feet, and dim for 20 beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Alrighty. And then that, I believe, doesn't have any bonus actions. So that ends his turn. And the creature, it is now its turn. It seems to... So it is looking at you, Pumpkin, as an eagle, as it turns...
I'm like 30 feet in the air!
Yes, it is looking up at you. As it sort of turns, sort of hunches down for a moment and starts bounding towards you. You can get, boop. And how high are you in the air?
30 feet.
30 feet? What's its movement? Oh yeah, I can get to you.
No, it can't. Well, flying, I
Yeah,
stopped
oh yeah,
for a minute
if you're
just to
flying,
flip it
yeah.
off.
It can't get up. It can't get up to you, but
Because I'm 30 feet up.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, it won't be able to get to you, but it is underneath you. And as it is under you,
Flipping it off with my wings.
it looks
I
up
was
at
hoping
you.
you'd say that.
And you see it like croaks its neck and just goes, "Argh," and it like expands before shrinking, and the tongue itself unwraps and lashes out towards you, which does can reach you. Let's see if it hits.
That. I hate that so much.
Does a that is 21. Does a 21 hit you in this form?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 5 slashing damage and 2 acid.
It takes 20 points of cold damage
Oh.
from my Armor of Agathis.
Oh, it does
was
not
Agathis
like that.
all along.
It was Agathis all along. It does not like that as it sort of rears its tongue back and sort of goes, and that is its turn.
I haven't even watched it, but that song is just so catchy.
Listen, it's for all of us.
Written by the people who wrote Let It Go.
I mean, yeah, they know catchy
Oh.
songs.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It is now Yasir's turn. Yasir is sort of busy.
hi, yes, sir. You busy bleeding out over there?
Yeah, he is. You see, he sort of looks at you, Baxter, and reaches into his coat, and he goes, take here. And he hands you what looks to be a small torch. It's a small, sconce, it seems, as if it is made of complete metal, and there's no fire inside of it, but it's sort of just held in your hand like an empty sort of torch holder.
Thanks.
No, you need here. And he just slowly he tries to reach towards it with his other. You see his shoulder move where he goes, and he taps the head of it with one finger, and it bursts into flames.
Did I just get a flaming sword?
It is a whip, actually.
Ah!
It is about 90 feet in length. As the flames sort of just start stretching on, there is an item that I will add to your character sheet.
I am now unstoppable. The coincidence, I in fact also am a flaming whip. Because I'm flaming and I'm a work in progress.
Mm-hmm. You see, so he taps that and he goes, and for a moment, just... And he's reaching towards you. You see he can't seem to make himself sit up, but he's trying to reach as if to touch your hand.
Oh, okay.
He's just slightly out of reach. Do you bend down to allow him to...
Yeah, I'll bend down so he can touch me.
You feel your brain...
Take 400 fire damage. He was
Yes.
just fucking with you.
He was just
You are
fucking
in
with
fact
you.
now dead.
You will take a d4 of fire damage just for touching his hand. That's
all right.
one. You take 1 fire damage as you do
I'm
touch
down.
his bare hand. And also you feel for a moment your mind explode. You feel as if for a brief second you can see everything happening. You can see far past these mountains. You can see... You remember, you're looking back and immediately you can stare. You can see the moments of when your parents met. You can see when you first met
watching
Jeff.
your own birth?
You, for a moment, push all the way into the future, and for a brief second, you think you see what looks as if it is you taking your final breath. It is in a small home filled with lots of people surrounded by your bed. And then you snap back to now as you can... as Yasir sort of passes out on the floor. And if you could go ahead
Shit.
and so this is what he has given you. You feel as if all of your attacks will now be at advantage for the next minute. So, have fun with that. As you feel as if you can see for a moment every movement that people are going to make before they make it.
Fuck yeah, y'all.
Sir's got some things that he probably shouldn't be doing. In his...
Listen.
Had to turn that so so got some fiery effects now.
Yes. So yeah, you do have the. I added the item to your character sheet.
Yeah, I got it
So
right here.
go ahead and have fun with that. And that is Yasir's turn as he is now passed out unconscious on the top of this rock.
Don't fuck.
And Christelle, it is your turn.
My turn. Which means I'm just gonna start slashing away. I get 2 attacks per action, so it's time to start cleaving. That is a beautiful start out. +3 plus that. That's 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Definitely. If it were Pathfinder, it would do more.
That is 14 points of slashing damage.
Oh. You see immediately this man sort of rears back and is, oh, I like this. You might be a challenge.
I mean, I know I'm hot stuff, but come on, and I'm gonna attack again. Oh, baby, that's beautiful.
Nat 20.
No, that was a nat 19 though,
That also hits.
which means that's a 28.
A 28.
Nice.
Oh, in total. I was like, 28 damage? Jesus.
No, in total. No, trust me. And that's another 14.
Oh, he looks incredibly injured. So you slash into him. What weapon do you use again?
I use a great axe.
So yeah, your great axe sort of slashes into him, and you see you are cutting across his clothes. His coat is immediately ripped. His sort of hat, his tricorner hat, knocks off as he is sort of just staggers back for a moment, and you can see blood sort of seeping from his chest as he goes, oh. He's not down, but he looks very wounded.
Now, what was that about trying to attack my friend again?
He's sort of just staring at his chest, and he just sort of presses a hand to it, and it comes back bloody, and he looks at you, and then puts a finger in his mouth and goes, well,
Kinky.
all right.
Yep.
That's all I can do. I'm not using a...
Pumpkin, it is your turn.
With my eagle eyes, can I see Yasir's arm?
Yes, it has, let me, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the map.
Also, with my eagle eyes, can I see this tricorner hat?
You
It'll
do
cost
see,
you an arm and a leg, though.
Me being flirted with.
you see there looks to be, this is the best I can do for his arm. It is sort of sitting right there, just sort of lying limply on the floor.
Yeah, that's
And
what I figured as
for
much.
the hat, it's right here. I do not have any hat tokens, unfortunately.
Why is it okay? Why did my things have to be in different locations that I care about?
Yeah,
Hat and arm?
you're here to pick up a hat and an arm. Hi, this is my delivery.
I
event.
was hat tempted.
I have to go now.
I'm gonna stream's over, guys. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that is where the 2 items are. You can see there is a hat right behind this man, and Yasir's arm seems to be sitting right here.
You can see behind my eagle eyes going, what do I care more about, my friend or a hat and an arm?
I mean, that's really up to you to pick how you feel.
Okay, so...
I don't know about the status of the hat and the arm, but I'm doing pretty damn well for myself.
I'm gonna fly over this thing. So that's 5'10". Does it have some kind? Because I'm still in its range. 30.
I mean, it could make an attack of opportunities.
15.
Yeah, since you are still in its range, let's see if it can hit you.
It probably can.
Canna is not great. Oh, where is it? Yeah, that's really not. Does a 14 hit?
Yep.
Oh, that does hit. All right. I mean, it can only hit you with
It
its
can.
tongue.
Like,
To be fair, it can't do its other attack, which is what it's great for you. That is another 5 slashing damage and 4 acid as its barbed tongue sort of lashes out at you again as you move.
it takes 20 points of cold damage.
Takes another 20 points of cold damage. It does not like the damage, but it doesn't seem as if it is as injured by it as you would hope. It seems to just be sort of growling and shaking.
20. I will swoop down, using some of my movement to grab this arm in my claw, one of my talons.
Okay.
Am I taking damage?
You will take a d4 of damage.
Okay.
Does the arm take damage?
No, I'm just picking it up.
No, I mean, when you get damaged, will the arm take damage?
Yeah, probably.
Oh. So you take 2 fire damage.
It takes 20 points of cold damage.
You see the flames on this arm snuff out immediately.
Is
As
it
it-
good?
No, it's still an arm. You see, it no longer is on fire. You don't feel as if it hurts to hold it. It is now seems to be a large rock. A sort of lump of coal in your talons.
Alright. Let's see. Going. Try to pick up Christale with my other talon.
No, let me at him. Let me at him.
Are you resisting this?
I am resisting this.
I mean, then
wanna
go
kill
ahead and
someone.
make a dex save to try and avoid this specifically.
What am I doing? I
Save,
guess
you
an
say?
athletics as the bird, I guess?
No, I mean, it's just a regular...
It's gotta be an athletics check, right? Because
It's not
like a
con-
grapple?
Yeah, no, they're not contesting your grapple. They are trying to dodge you from ever even touching them. That's the
I
dex
thought
save.
it was a... Oh, okay.
Because since you're still in the air, if you were like level with them, you could make a grapple to like stop them. But unless you plan on fully crushing them by going down to the ground, then they can dodge out of the way of your talons.
Dirty 20.
I don't know what I'm rolling. What am I rolling?
What is your athletics DC?
Oh, I don't... There's no athletics DC
Oh,
in
you're
this.
right. Shit.
So athletics would be. Your
I think I
strength,
do
right?
have to roll an athletics.
Yeah, then this
I
has to
think
be
it's-
grapple. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking path. Yeah, then that would
I
have to
fail, so I'm gonna grab the hat instead. I'm gonna swoop over them, grabbing the hat.
be... Okay.
Listen, I wanna finish off this.
And then I'm
bit
gonna fly 10 feet up in the air with a hat and an arm. With a hat
Yeah,
and
you
a
have...
pole.
with a
You
hat
have...
and a rock.
You have a hat and a rock in your hand. Your talons, are they sharp?
Yes.
And how are you picking up this hat? Carefully?
Very careful.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to put it on my head.
That's not. You're a
I
bird.
can't.
You do not have
I can't.
Birds don't have that dexterity. You're trying to do flips so that you can drop the hat onto your head.
No. And then I fly, I think, okay, so 20 feet, 30 down, 15 over, 10 up. Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, and is that your turn?
So from here, wherever that was, 10 up. Yep.
Alright. Baxter, it is your turn now.
All right. And looking at this thing, I have a 10-foot range, correct?
10-foot
On this
range.
weapon?
On this, no.
On the weapon says I have 10-foot range.
You should have more than that.
I have 10-foot reach on this weapon.
Oh, that's because it's still a whip. So whips usually have 10 feet reach, but this whip goes 90 feet, so...
It's a special whip.
Yes, I gotta
It's
adjust
a
it.
D4 of damage, correct?
Yes, so it is a d4 of damage plus... Did it not function as the way... It didn't. But it's supposed to be a d4 of damage of piercing...
Slashing?
Yeah, and then 2d6 of fire.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so I will kind of, like, look back at the unconscious body of Yasa. And I will, use my 2 attacks with this whip and go, whoosh, rawhide.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is
And who are you attacking?
the creepy frog thingy.
Oh, okay.
That bitch.
Go ahead
The
and
first
roll to
one
hit.
is a oh god, what's that number? 13?
That does not hit. With advantage?
Well, it's 13. It's 16. Oh, now with advantage.
Remember, all of your attacks are with
yeah.
advantage for the next minute.
18 plus 6.
That hits.
And I'm just going to roll for my second. I have new dice. Who dis? Okay, let's see. 19 or... So 19 plus 6
Both hit.
is... Okay, sir, I'm going to need you to move so I can get some dice in here. Sir, Tabaxi.
There's a tabaxi sort of wandering around.
Damn you, Tabaxis.
So that's
no, I
2 points,
swooped down
2
and saved
points,
the tabaxi.
5 points slashing with 5 points fire damage for the first attack. Second attack is 7 points slashing with 9 points fire damage.
How do you want to do it?
Ooh! I will just like whip it once across the face, and the second time I whip it, just like slit its throat with a whip.
What?
Froggy throat.
Right, yeah, so as you use...
Violent!
as you sort of move this large sort of whip around, you see that it immediately cleaves into its weird sort of throat pouch and slits it open, and you see acid pour out as it just slumps over onto the ground.
And I'm just gonna yell, I'm like, what? Yeah? Do most of my friends okay? That's not very nice.
I was gonna try nightcrawlering it.
I don't have a very good German accent, or else I'd do a German accent.
You just, anything else? I think you still have your bonus action.
I do still have my bonus, but I don't really have anything good for bonus actions.
No problem.
So...
Is that your turn?
My turn.
Alrighty. It is now this humanoid's turn, who you don't know their name. You see it's sort of looking at you, Christelle, and it's looking between you and the eagle 10 feet above it, sort of like, and that's your friend?
What a motley crew we make.
Oh, I know. I can't believe he's found friends. Shame. And he will make his 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll just roll them both at once. Does a... Nope, wrong stat block. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
And does a... Okay, then the next one will hit as well. And a 23.
Okay.
So both hits. That is
AC is 18.
off.
I mean, rough!
So the first one you take 2 slashing and 1 fire damage, which can't be halved, so the 1. And then for the next one, oh my god, these rolls, you take 1 slashing damage and 4 fire, halved to 2.
Alright, baby.
This man can't roll for shit. Those are his 2 actions. He has 1 bonus action, which he will use to... he can't use any of his bonus actions. So, and is he still compelled to duel?
Let me see. Let me double check.
How long does that last?
Up to a minute.
So it's been 1 round.
Okay, then yeah, he's still compelled to duel.
Or must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay, and he hasn't moved either, so
There
he
you
is
go.
still compelled to fight you. That is the end of his turn. This creature is now dead, and that brings us to you, sir.
Who's unconscious, right?
He's doing things. You know what? I'm
Totally
just-
not death saving throws.
Oh no, did he die?
No. That is Ysir's turn. Christelle. It is your turn. Get the
So,
picture.
Do I get a name attached before, like we kill you and everything?
Damn, you're hot for this dude. Okay.
I gotta take a picture of this real quick. That's insane. So yeah, as he is sort of looking at you like, I mean, I can. Captain Bourdain's the name. Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh.
These crickets are going ham.
I just heard a cricket.
Yeah, they're outside my window. There's a little ledge outside my window that all of the birds like to sit in the morning and yell at me. And then at night the crickets go up to it and just scream at my window.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he's sort of just staring at you. He says, Captain Bourdain, charmed, I'm sure. That is it. It is still your turn.
I am so conflicted now.
Kill him. What?
I mean, I want to kill him, but you know what? Yeah, they would. I was conflicted because I didn't want.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's see. That's gonna be. That's not so hot. It's plus a 14 to hit for the first attack.
That does hit.
Oh, it does. I didn't think it was gonna.
He's, you've ripped up a lot of his clothes. And they don't seem to be very armor heavy as much as they
One
are.
of those games?
Yes.
Hey, you sir, like
Apparently.
Akiba's strip or something?
I
Like,
mean,
you
there's
know,
also
like-
the fact that what he's wearing seems to be more a coat, fine clothing, a fine shirt. It doesn't seem to be armor, specifically.
Hey, sir. I'm gonna fuck your dad, shit lips.
You're gonna fuck his dad?
Damn
Damn,
it.
Crystal.
I mean, he's unconscious and
damage.
busy.
When did this become an H game?
I don't know!
Do we have like, are there like, warnings on this game? Do we need to put out some like,
I know, I guess I gotta put it, listen, 18 plus, I guess.
fuck your dad? What?
This poor man's bleeding out, and you're like, I'm gonna fuck your dad.
No. It's a meme and it's stupid fucking Lightning McQueen saying, "I'll fuck your dad, shit lips." Anyways, 9 damage.
Alrighty. He looks as if he's on the verge. You sort of slash into him again, and he takes he managed to stagger back a single step, as he is sort of just like, and you see he coughs, and a little bit of blood comes up. So he goes, wow.
And one more attack for the road. Of all the fucking times.
Did you
Did
crit?
you just roll a 1?
Why did I have to get a nat 20 on what's probably gonna be the last hit?
Oh shit. You really are gonna fuck your dad.
Gonna fuck his dad. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. So
Oh no, I've heard Kel swearing on this channel, so we're good.
total of 20. It's a total of 20.
Total of 20. How do you want to do it?
No.
How do I want
Ah!
There is an eagle flying 10 feet above you.
Hat.
Try to drop it. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Do I get to?
Are you?
Hat to land on me?
Yeah, okay, so the hat is falling. You can easily catch it or have it land on you.
I just want it to land on me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the great axe and I'm just gonna and then lean up, clean.
No, don't do it. Wait, go. I'm the captain now, and then do it.
Okay, I'm the captain now. Then cleave up, and then with the upward motion, I just get like the badass when the hat flies off and then just flutters to the ground gracefully.
What? I think Crystal just fucked your dad, mate.
Amazing. Beautiful, love it. It's so great. Everything's great here. Everything's good all the time.
Now.
So yeah, you manage to slash through, cleaving his father completely in half as you see both have to sort of slump to each side. And before his body can even touch the ground, you see it immediately melts into this tar-like substance and just slumps onto the ground. You don't see bodies specifically as much as it is tar for now, both him and now that he is down, this creature as well both turned to tar. And is that your turn?
I don't like the implications that that's not the end of combat.
I mean, listen, is it your turn? You done?
Yeah,
Or you
that's
still got one?
I'm gonna
You don't know what's gonna happen.
pick up the hat with my other claw and fucking fly over to the thing without Christale. Like, fuck you wouldn't come the first time.
That Pumpkin, it is now your turn.
That
Alrighty.
was my thing, and I drop everything, and then I'm still flying halfway over there, and I'm like,
You
that's
still have
my
a
turn.
bonus? Yeah.
I
Alright.
don't speak Morse code.
Baxter, it is your turn.
I put the coal thing
You're
right
muted.
next to you, sir, in case that did anything.
Where did you put it? You put his arm right
I
next to his
dropped-
body?
Yeah, I dropped it right next to him, and then
It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
and I also dropped the hat on him as well, and
Aw.
then I'm heading over.
Right, just so you guys know, our friend here might be bleeding out. I don't really have anything I can do for that. Don't know
I
if
got
anyone
it. Get me
can.
up there.
I'm shouting, "We can't hear you!" in rah 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 rah.
Yeah, they are 30 feet down and 35 feet away. It is. I mean, unless you're
I'll-
yelling, you can
I'll
like.
be yelling and be like, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to yell over.
This is fair. Actually, it's easier for them to hear you because when canyons, the sound is sloping down, so that they can probably hear you, but you hearing them is going to be difficult.
Yeah, so I will yell that down to them and then kind of point to, like, the lifeless body of Yasser.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll keep this whip out and maybe just do a little whoosh. Like,
Alrighty.
oh, and I got this cool thing. Whoosh. It's like snap it out to the side to look like a badass.
Okay. And then that leads us to boop boop boop. That is Yasser's turn.
Where is it still going?
Yeah, so scared, still going.
Alrighty. That makes it now Christale. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. Just look up at you, go uppies, and hold my action until I'm actually up there with you, sir. Hold me action.
Alrighty.
Uppies.
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 Pumpkin, it is your turn.
Oh. Ah, fly down and then fly back up and take them up with me.
Alrighty.
Ah. Gonna peck at the coal.
How?
Why are you not going in there and like nudging it towards his? Get in there.
I mean, are you just nudging this limp coal arm
Yeah.
towards his empty arm socket where blood is
Yeah,
pouring
like,
out?
Go. Get in there.
I mean,
Ah.
you see the arm sort of moves forward, and as you peck it, your beak is a little sharp, and some of it does just a tiny bit chip off. But it seems mostly intact as it sort of nudges towards Yasser's empty arm socket. You don't see anything happening, though. It's just sort of lying against it.
I'm gonna nudge against like the whip and be like, "Rah, rah, rah."
And does that trigger my action?
If you are up there, yeah, you were holding your action, so yeah, you can, then it would definitely
Yeah.
trigger it once you're close enough.
Okie dokie, then I'm gonna just go ahead and use lay on hands, pump
Oh,
in a
and
bit
I
more.
fully just dropped you. I didn't like put you down. I
That's fine.
10 foot up. Drop.
Oof. A 10-foot drop you will take? Hang on. Because it is fall damage then, from 10 feet.
I mean, it's not much.
Yeah, it's
I've
a single
dropped 10
d6. You'll 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it just is uncomfortable for you to hit the floor that quickly.
Fuck. And then I'm gonna pull in 10 lay on hands on you, sir.
Okay, 10. Whew.
Listen, if this bitch isn't getting up,
You
owes
see
me.
immediately, so he doesn't really have much of a face going on, but you can see as he was laying there, those flames were getting dimmer and dimmer, and sort of most of his body seemed to be turning
he's
to
a
hard
Charmander.
stone. And now, as you touch him, since you are both fire, you are not damaged by it. Actually, no, yeah, you're not damaged by it. You can see with the 10, those flames sort of immediately start flickering a little bit brighter, as you just hear. Oh God. Okay. God's fuck.
Always with a flair for the dramatics, huh, hothead?
And you see he turns over to the side and vomits lava.
Oh, yeah, watch that.
Gross.
That's gonna burn a little bit coming up.
I'm not gonna fake gag because I will actually vomit. So
Appreciate that.
he just goes. He's like, right, what happened? Where? And he sort of pulls the hat off of his chest and immediately just throws it away from him. Right.
Alright, we might have killed your dad.
Where's my what? And you see he looks at where his arm should be.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just gonna kind of casually try and push it in.
But don't. Ow! Why would that help?
No.
Can I make a perception check while we're digging around here?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna try and produce
We
flame
are
and
out of
like try and
combat
do
now.
it in a little circle. I'm gonna try
Oh, that's
produce
not
flame.
good. That's only a 9.
And what were you looking for?
I was just looking to see if anything was coming. Anything.
No, you are out of initiative now. I was keeping initiative up while he made death saves.
Oh, okay.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Also, y'all got close. He had a nat 1 failure and 2 successes.
Oh.
Oh.
The next roll was his next turn was gonna kill him or save him.
Right, hate to tell you that, we might have killed, well, we didn't, but Crystal there might have killed your dad. Also, at some point, I think they said they're gonna fuck your dad, which I don't know about that, but...
Listen, like, fuck him up, you know what I mean. Anyways.
Alright. I didn't know that, good to know.
You
They
see,
turned into tar.
what? They turned into... Where did the eagle come from?
Alright, that's pumpkin there. Can't you tilt the ears? Looks just like her.
I'm just gonna use produce flames and like pretend that I'm somehow welding his arm back in place.
That's not... Don't... Please... Ow!
Listen,
Right, I suggest
I
let's
don't
not
know
hurt
how
him.
this shit works with you.
That's not gonna help. Just leave it. It'll be fine. Ow.
Did you ever know if your dad or whatever he was could turn into tar? Because he did.
He can't turn into tar.
Alright, we have a whole nother conversation. By the way, your
Did he
dad
turn
turned
it?
into...
Thrust my wing out towards the tar. Like,
And you see he sort of like tries to sit up. He sort of like
help him sit
struggles to sit up and like look over. Huh. That's not good. How did I get up here? What happened?
What? Our eagled friend here lifted you up along with me. Also, you gave me this really cool whip. It's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, I made that myself.
Oh, it's very cool. Also, you like touched my hand, and I'm pretty sure I saw my death there. That was a bit weird.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure I can also see killers right now.
yeah,
like-
I'm sorry about that. Can I also have you make a wisdom save, Baxter?
Yeah, sure. Figured that was gonna come in a moment.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for
Not
reminding
great.
me.
Not
What
great
is
at
it?
all. That's a 6.
No. So your head is throbbing with pain as you are looking at each of your friends, and for a moment, it's hard to decipher what actually you're seeing. You feel as if you can see everything about them laid out. It's hard to focus on specific moments, but it feels as if you are seeing everything all at once about their past, their present, their future in one blink.
Okay. Yeah. Any way you can make this go away? Not too fond of it right now. Kind of hit.
It's
If I look at Jeff, what do I see about Jeff?
oh,
Oh,
That's-
you didn't
no, that's not. You need to make Another wisdom save then.
What? Oh shit! That's a 14. Nope, that's a 12.
I see forever.
Yeah, so you are going to take some damage, but you are going to see some things.
Alright. That's 1.
Oh no. This is the gemstone D4 and I can't find it, and it might...
17
this.
psychic damage?
Okay. Alright.
Where are you? I don't want to step on you.
And so you are looking at Jeff. It's a little bit hard to decipher what exactly you're seeing. For a moment, you think you see a moment of you and Jeff sitting by a campfire, sort of eating a little bowl of soup, and Jeff seems to be pecking at some bread. Then looking away for a moment again, you think you see... It looks to be Jeff, but you're nowhere in sight, as Jeff is sort of sitting in a small little pond. And then looking again, you're staring at Jeff, and... This part you're unclear on. You usually, when you look at Jeff, he has always sort of been a small little duckling. He's a sweet little duck that you've known for years. You remember when you first gave him his little armor. It was very cute and he very much enjoyed it. And looking at him now, he still seems to be smaller somehow. And he is somewhere you have never seen before. It's this sort of inky black abyss staring at him, and you can see as if he is wading through what looks to be just a little river made of blood.
Cool.
And as you blink back to seeing current you think you're just staring at regular Jeff. He seems to be sitting on your sir's chest.
Alright. That was a bit weird. I don't feel very well. My head feels like it's gonna explode. I don't know if it's supposed to feel like that. Also, Jeff, be careful, don't burn your little feet, buddy.
You can see that Jeff is just sitting on your sir's clothes, just sort of snuggling down. And he just goes, wah, wah.
Right. You do like your own places, I get that.
And he does...
help.
That is a snuggle, actually, so I need to...
Do I need to be jealous, Jeff? Leave me for you, sir.
Listen, it's less leaving you and more. This man needs some HP.
No, that's fair. A head pat.
Oh, yay. I mean, listen, he'll take anything he can get.
He cannot get frightened now.
Yes, and he gets 3 HP. Yasir seems he is definitely sort of paying attention. He seems very out of it right now, as he is watching each of you, just sort of like, right, and
how long does this thing last? Whatever you did to my head, I don't feel very well.
it's only a minute. You can't, if I gave it to you forever, I think your brain might melt.
Yeah, it already feels like it's going to melt.
I'm gonna fly up in the air and then start circling around this whole canyon, looking around for anything.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
16 plus, what is the bird's perception? 4, so 20. Dirty 20.
Uh-huh. You think you see a couple of brush animals skittering around with your eagle eyes. You do see a couple of rabbits, sort of not rabbits, they don't live in the desert, hares, sort of rushing through the underbrush, sort of like scampering away. You see a couple of vultures circling, but you don't see any people, if that's what you're looking for.
I'm looking for like anything around that involves our investigation while I'm flying here. Like, just I'm going around this crater and trying to see what I can see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so flying around the crater, it's a little confusing. So it definitely looks as if it's the site of an explosion, but staring at it, it looks to be more recent than you thought it would be. Given that they said 15 years ago, this explosion feels fresh.
What? That's weird.
But that is all you can see, at least with perception.
Is there anything at the center? If I swoop down there and...
In the center, it looks to be a sort of crater, as if something hit in the center harder than it did outside. You're not sure if this is the source of the explosion specifically, or if something impacted it. Not with a dirty 20, and that is perception.
Can I start digging into the ground
As it?
with my claws?
Yes, you can.
Seeing if I find anything around the center of it?
Go ahead and start digging.
Oh, that's is it investigation?
Yeah, I would count that as investigation since you're looking for something still.
22, nat 20.
A natural 20?
22.
As you're digging, you don't think you're finding anything. Your talons are sort of scraping into the ground, and you're sort of just digging up and uncovering more and more earth. But with the 22 and a nat 20 investigation, for a moment, you think you hear whispers around you as if people are talking, and you think you hear the sound of a train moving along the tracks. You hear people screaming and someone yelling, Get them out of the fire! Move!
Nothing in the earth, though?
No. Looking around the earth, you don't see anything deeper, but digging around, you do see what look to be, it looks like there are some like charred bits of flesh, like scraps of metal, and some footprints along the ground. But nothing inside of it. You don't think that this was an impact.
I'll pick up one of the pieces of metal and I'll just fly over. Back to where everyone is.
Alrighty.
And drop the metal on the ground. And be like, Rah! Looking for praise.
Alright.
Good job.
Listen, I'll tell you
What's
you're
that?
a good bird when you turn back into a, you know.
Sir is just laying on the ground. He seems a little bit out of it, but he is laying there. Staring at him, you can see that his arm is not connected, but you can see as if flames are sparking out of the empty hole.
Do I remember, like, I understand it, but could I try to spell it with my talon if I had to?
I would say make an intelligence check to try and spell as a bird.
That's a 8 in total. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot the bird's intelligence. Let me go find the bird's intelligence.
Don't you keep yours when you polymorph?
Minus what? No.
Oh, that's only wild shape that you keep your intelligence.
Yeah.
So that's a 7 in total, and I'm trying to spell out,
This bird's doodling in front of you, and you're not sure why.
Right. Are you trying to draw something? It looks like a fish. Is that a fish? There's a fish down there?
hold on, one feather. Like, I'm like, with how they flop
is
out,
this
I'm like,
charades now?
Right, you found
One
a feather
word.
down there?
One word. Scream.
Bird?
and then I point at the
There's
ground.
a bird down there? You found a birdfish down there? That's
Yeah.
a bit weird.
Falling. Death.
Well, there's a duck.
Destruction.
I'm just gonna curl into myself,
Paparazzi.
close my eyes.
How long? Are they always going to be a bird now? Is this a real thing? Do we have like a pet bird? I bet it'd be pretty nice. Jeff might like having another friend.
Quack. Quack.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool having a little like bird friend with you, huh?
Can
A
you?
little bird and then a big bird.
I think it's always active.
Yeah, I'm like, as a bird, can you understand what other birds are saying?
I think my speak with animals is still active as well as other things like that. Like,
So you do hear Jeff say, when Baxter says we can have another bird, you hear Jeff say, I'm the only bird.
Oh.
my feathers plume out.
Right. So
I'm
what
a
should we do?
pretty bird.
Should we set up camp here, or should we move a bit away? Should we go down? I mean, I know our friends here are pretty beat up.
I can
Well, I can't go far.
I can get down there if we need to. It'll take me a moment.
Yeah. We're gonna take a lot of moments until you're actually feeling better, shithead.
I mean,
it's fine.
luckily we got a bird here. We got a big one.
I can get down there. It's fine.
No,
Do you
wait.
want? Do
I
you want?
pick the fucker up and fly down.
Son of a bitch.
This is. I'll be honest. It's better than what he was planning.
Oh.
He sort of just lands on the. He just goes, see, I can. We're down here.
And
we
I
should.
gently put him down.
We should investigate. That's what we came. He doesn't have an
Are
arm.
you sure you should be up right now? You should probably be laying down or something. We can set up a tent.
He sort
I
of
already have
staggers.
I have to go back and get the two of you. I can't carry all of you.
Mhm.
Have you taken a nap or something?
You would have taken Jeff with you though, so that would have with you, sir, since Jeff was sitting on his chest.
Yeah.
So just those
Jeff,
two.
I'll be down in a moment, Jeff.
While that's happening, yes, sir sort of limps, since he's down here now, starts limping towards the explosion.
And I pick them up and then I fly them over. And I put Baxter down nicely, but I drop Chrisdale again.
Damn it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rip.
You make a very good bird there. I'll pat your talon. Alright.
I try to make it look like an accident. I roll a... Oh, that's an 18 with a sleight of hand. If that matters.
Would it be sleight of hand or deception?
Is it the bird's sleight of hand? Or yours?
I mean,
18
it's
plus
gotta be the
dex.
birds. If it's Dex, then it's... Okay, if it's Dex, it's actually 19. If it's Charisma, it's 16.
I mean, both, I guess you would roll a insight check, Chrisdale, to see if you can tell if this bird is trying to fuck with you. You gotta beat a 16 or a 19.
Nope. That's a 6.
No. Yeah, so you're not sure if Pumpkin's just having a hard time being a bird for you don't know if this is their first time being a bird. It's a little hard. You know, you've never flown before, so this might be difficult for you.
But I put Baxter down very nicely. Just...
Well, I'll pat your talon. Thanks, my friend. You good bird. Have a bit of problem there. Might be a little easier for me. I'm a bit bigger than you, my friend.
Yeah.
Can tell actually where I'm at. You know, probably a bit more, yeah. Seems like that's the problem. Let's go find this giant duck our friend was talking about in the explosion. It is a duck or it's a fish bird.
I am absolutely ignoring the two of you now.
Alright, but you just talked to me, so technically speaking, I don't know if that's ignoring me.
And I'm gonna...
Gee,
If
I
I
wonder.
hear... If I hear that you're ignoring me, I'm just gonna stand beside you and just go... into your ear every 5 seconds.
I'll start heading over towards where Ysir is.
Yeah, Ysir, while that is happening, Ysir is sort of limping around, investigating.
I am also gonna start looking around the area, trying to ignore Pumpkin.
You probably see thousands of talon marks in the middle of the crater.
Yeah,
because
there
I was
are a bunch of
here
talon
earlier.
marks. You do see that some of those talon marks are on top of footprints, but there are talon marks all around this crater. And can I get investigation checks from everyone except
How
for?
long has it been, by the way? About half an hour?
But yeah, but I will say, yeah, the fight was maybe a minutes, and then about half an hour. It took a little bit of time for you all making
you
sure
got a half an hour of this shit. 'Cause
Ysir
I'm not
isn't
leaving
dead.
The polymorph until I have to.
My investigation is a dirty 20.
All
I got a
right.
17.
So both of you, actually, I didn't even roll Ysir's. Whoops. Oof. He's busy bleeding.
Why is this guy still bleeding?
Stop
Stop!
bleeding all over our crime scene.
Yeah, that's an 11 for him.
What? That's pretty bad.
Oh, I actually have advantage on checks apparently.
You see that, so each of you, actually he needs to make another check real quick. Sir, you need to, I know you're busy dying, but pay attention.
Is he actually joined? Do we need to heal him again?
No, he's just rolling poorly. So, with your, what was that, Chrisdale?
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20? And Baxter?
I got a 17.
So you both see what, Pumpkin Eagle had found earlier, which is, you see, it looks as if this explosion recently happened. Like, you're sure maybe this morning. Despite it being 15 years ago. Looking around, you can see what looks like, bits of metal and the rails sort of blown out. You see footprints of people scattered around the crater as it looks like people ran away. There are some bits of what look to be humanoid flesh, as if someone had maybe burned up while they were in this explosion. But each of those seem as if it is recent.
Does anyone else get the sense that this isn't very old? It looks kind of new.
Looks fresh.
Yeah?
Today.
What does that looks like? Yes, sir. Have you been here before?
I think I have. I remember being here, but I don't remember. I know I was here. This is, where my, dad said he found me.
That's, go admit,
That's
think your dad's
odd.
kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
particularly trust him and what he says about you.
Well, he apparently can turn to tar. So.
Yeah.
Well, sounds pretty toxic.
I mean,
to
have
me.
you ever seen your father use one of those creature things?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like those. He doesn't really like fire.
Well, then I have a question. How do we know that was actually your dad?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, that nightmare thing, that, like, black starry night thing, I mean, it kind of turned into your dad, so that could have just been, like, using you to imprint stuff that you would have known about.
Raw, raw, raw.
Oh, look at that. I'm sounding pretty smart, aren't I? Figuring some
Maybe.
stuff out.
I hope that's the case.
I mean, in that case, are we sure this happened 15 years ago? This could have happened recently and we just didn't know it.
Mm-hmm. And can I have you make one more wisdom save, Baxter, as you were looking
No.
around? I remembered the
Don't
thing
want
you've
to?
got going.
Do you want to do that? God bless America. That's an 11.
That is a failure.
Yep.
Oh, well. Two. It's only 8 this time.
That's not bad.
So as you were walking around, because I did forget this effect is still on you for maybe like 12 more seconds. As you were looking around, you, for a moment you were just checking to see if these, what these ruins or footprints look like, and as you look up, you find yourself standing on a train. You are looking around, you think you are standing on a train.
Will my DMs please stop putting me on trains?
Nope.
Yeah, this is frankly very traumatizing.
Looking around, you can see people sort of walking around, back and forth as they are moving around. Some people are getting to their seat and some are just, you see a couple of children running around on the train, and their mother just yelling, "Stop! No! Benjamin! Don't hit your sister!"
Yeah, that sounds right.
And as you were looking around, and you were standing there in the center of this train before you hear a massive explosion, and the train sort of rocks. And then you're back standing in the crater. And that's what I meant when I said, oh, I'm realizing me and Izzy might have similar plot points. This has been here for a while, and I'm realizing as I go through my notes, oh shit, fuck.
So the people on the train, did they look like, I don't know how much fashion has changed in 15 years.
Well, they each look like nobles. They seemed to be pretty rich people, but you did notice that one of those people looking around looked a lot like a drawing you saw. That is perhaps in a case file that you were handed.
I don't know if I've seen that. Have I looked at the case file?
Christelle, I don't know if
Yeah,
Christelle showed you the pictures of what Perry looked like.
I believe I did.
I don't think because you kept the letter and everything else secret, so I don't know if you showed them or not.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on,
kept
let me-
so many things secret.
The letter was. I thought the letter was the only thing that I kept secret. I showed the rest of it.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
I did have a description.
Yeah, so you were given a description by Vitos, but the
Yeah.
actual drawing, I don't know if Christelle has shared that with you.
Oh no, I have a sketch of Perry.
Okay,
I have
good.
a sketch of Perry, rock texture, skin, mossy hair, surprised face with masculine jaw.
Yep. Then you do see someone sort of sitting in the back of that carriage for a brief moment when you were looking around. You saw someone sort of sitting, and they were pulling a hat down as they were just sort of staring at the ground of their seat.
Yeah, looks like a tabaxi. Sorry, Christelle, can I see the picture again that's in the file?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna pull it out and kind of.
Sick. Can I help
look
you? I'm
over
trying
it
to
for
take
just a-
notes.
I'm gonna look over it for just a second and then kind of pass it off to you.
And it does look like the woman I saw in my vision.
Oh yeah, they look exactly the same.
Alright, I'm gonna see something kind of weird right now. Don't judge me, I'd appreciate it.
Why is it
So
so goddamn
this-
cold?
whatever this weird thing that you said did to my head, which once again I don't really like. It hits quite a bit. I got a sleepy looking tabaxi looking at me here. Sir, don't step on that, please. So I was on a train. I don't know why, but I don't really like trains on the weekends. So we were on a train, and then like people like walking around, and they all looked really fancy and noble and stuff. And then there's a big explosion, and when I looked back, there's definitely like someone who looked like this photo of Perry here. It's quite weird. But like I was on a train, like just now, kind of felt like it.
But that was 15 years ago.
Well, I don't know what to tell you there. But I definitely saw what was going on. I don't really know like when it was like when or anything like that, but there's definitely an explosion somewhere, and then here I am talking to you. This person is definitely on the train, so I don't know what that actually means for us.
I thought he said they didn't get on the train.
Well, they did. At least according to the vision I just had.
But hang on, I can't see well right now, but I can make you all see it. Just give me a moment. And you see,
is it gonna hurt again? I gotta say.
You see, he grabs his sort of crumbling arm and just slaps it down onto the ground. And from where the hand sort of digs into the ground, you see a massive arcane sigil sort of appear in the ground.
Man, he really is an armful.
As it starts growing and growing and filling the entirety of the crater. As before your eyes, a train appears. And the track itself, thank you, brain, seems to be fully formed.
Oh, that's what I saw. It's a train.
So you are here now.
Well, you're gonna say an army appeared with his arm in the ground?
No. Drag this huge circle. You also do see while that happens, User does pass out. He immediately falls over onto the floor. Unconscious.
Oh, son of a...
But he's still living, like he's not dead or nothing?
You see he is... What was his HP at? You see he is still breathing, although he is face down on the ground.
I will
unconscious.
Turn him unface down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, turn him on his back. I don't know why I couldn't just say turn on his back, not say dumb.
Face up.
Unface down.
Unface down. He is unface down now, y'all.
Nice.
Good thing I was almost an English major.
I mean, that sounds like an English major, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
As this massive circle sort of appears, and in the space, the train track completely is reformed, and you see a train sitting on it. It seems to be stopped. I don't have train icons, so... So the train, it looks to be a large metal cylinder with a couple of windows through. You can see it is stretching along this entire track, and it seems as if it is paused for some reason. As the train itself is, it's a light blue color. It's silver and light blue with a sort of arcane magic underneath it, a sort of pulsing golden light as it sits on the tracks.
Do we go in? I don't particularly want to leave, you sit out here.
You guys can head in. I'll stay with the, passed out little fucker here.
I think you secretly kind of like him. It's kind of sweet.
Shut up. I do not. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, do you?
Or if you want, Jeff, do you mind hanging out here too, just in case your sir needs a little more help?
Wah. And you see Jeff sort of flutters away from your little baby Bjorn and back into your sir's chest and just sort of like snuggles down.
I need some art of
Love.
this big minotaur with a
Boof.
baby Bjorn with a duck and armor on it.
Wah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Alright, you be careful there, little buddy. You know, Nathan, you're usually pretty good at getting a hold of me. Be safe. Yeah, Jeff has armor. I have a stuffed Jeff behind me.
Yes. Also,
Jeff.
Pumpkin, you're an eagle still. A train did just appear in front of you. It is a little confusing about how this train magically appeared.
Bag?
It's got a little tiny bag.
He's got a little bag?
It's got a little helmet. Jeff.
Arm guards?
I'll send you Jeff art. It's in. But okay. Who's going into the train?
Baxter will, cause Baxter's...
Am I being told I have to get into the train?
No, you don't have to. I'm just asking.
Baxter will go on the train. I don't know if anyone else
Do
is gonna
it.
follow.
You can stay outside as well if you want to. You're still an eagle and you can still fly. It's
Yeah, I don't mind. It's fine. I can go check it out if you trust me to.
I don't want you going alone.
Please watch over Jeff there. He might be a little scared if something happens to me. Don't worry, I'm never alone.
Being alone.
okay. So just Baxter's going into the train. So this train, there are a couple. Every maybe 3 cars, you see that there is an entrance. There is one not in the car in front of you, but not in the car right next to you, but maybe in the one right in front of you. So like right here.
Okay.
There is a door. But the car you were standing in didn't seem to have any doors.
I will head to the door that you just showed me.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of look back at the group and kind of nod and then head on in.
I don't know what's up with you in trains. I'm so sorry.
I don't know either.
So as you step onto the train, you can see there are a couple of people. Some of them seem to be standing up. There are children. You see those same kids still running around and looking. You don't see any sort of, not the conductor. Who are the people? Ticket masters or...
I think that is the conductor.
They're still the conductors. There's
Okay,
usually
conductors.
multiple conductors.
That's what it's called. You don't see any
The people who
conductors.
run the
Conduct
train are
business.
usually engineers.
Ah, yeah, I'm looking for the people inside, so those would be conductors. Yeah, so you don't see any conductors inside the train. But you do see people looking around. Some of them are sort of peeking over their seats. Like, when you see one of the kids bumps into your leg as they try and run past you and goes, "Oh, sorry."
Don't worry. Also, Benjamin, don't hit your sister.
How
Oh,
did
very
you know
nice.
my name?
I'm
Are
at
you
Socket.
magic?
Oh yeah, totally magic.
Am I gonna be big and strong when I get big?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna be big and you're gonna be tiny.
Nope, they'll probably be big too. Same family, trust me. I got some siblings myself.
Oh,
We're
but
all about the same size.
you see Benjamin. He's a small boy. He's got a humanoid brown hair, sort of blue eyes. He's got the roundest face you've ever seen. Where he's just like, it's all cheeks. It's
All
just
cheeks?
around, and he just sort of points to his sister. You're gonna be tiny, and he just shoves her and then runs past you.
Benjamin, don't push your sister. Trust me. You'll want her to take care of your mum when you're all old. Oh, no, all right.
Benjamin does run past you, and you see this the little girl. She's got like also brown hair that's sort of cut down into like 2 little short pigtails, and she's like, "Thank you.
I will
am
lean
I
down a
also
little bit.
gonna be big and strong?"
Yeah, let me tell you, my sister, she can kick my butt any day of the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna get big, and then I can push Ben.
All right. I mean, that's the wrong way to go with it, but sure.
I'm gonna go push Ben. She runs off.
What? Yeah, I think mistakes were made there. Not a good parent.
You do hear from the back of the car, just stop running. Why is your father?
Yeah, they're pretty fun kids. There you go.
There is a woman. She seems to be holding what looks to be 2 babies in both of her hands. And she's
my mom
also
traveling from Germany with us.
she has
Damn.
she has 2 babies in her hand, and you can also see that she is heavily pregnant.
What? Do you need me to go round up your kids for you?
No, they'll be fine.
I can probably hold one in each hand.
They'll end up back here. Thank you so much for talking to them. I gotta. They'll be back. I can't walk after them right now. You see, she is sitting down. She looks about 8 months already.
What? Can I get you anything?
No,
from anywhere?
the conductor's already bringing me water. Oh, this heat.
It's pretty hot, isn't it? Yeah, middle of desert. So, remind me first time on a train. Where we're going?
Do you not know where we're?
My friend surprised me with tickets, so they said
how
ending was a surprise.
nice.
Yeah.
I guessed. And you see, she sort of for a moment looks at your outfit, which is still a little bloody and covering with flames and char marks.
Yep.
Okay, no, we'll be taking our first stop in East. That'll be the first place we stop.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That's pretty exciting.
Did your friend not tell you where you were going?
Yeah, so it's been a pretty fun trip. I never really worry about where I'm going places. That's why I just travel around. My siblings and I, so...
Oh, that's sweet. Siblings are nice. So
yeah.
She just looks at the 2 children in her hand. They seem to be both around the same age, but they're both infants. They don't look more than a couple months old.
Yeah, no, that is for the triplets.
Wait,
myself.
how? At least 9 months old, I assume.
They can be Irish twins.
No, so she had the 2 kids who ran off. They were a different age. The baby she is holding in her hand.
I mean, but you said she's also like 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So they have to be 9 months old at least.
They're not.
How? How can you get pregnant while you have... That's not how that works.
And get pregante.
This character specifically. The not all of
All
them were
right.
pregnancies. Not all of them were for pregnancy. Or her pregnancy, I should say.
Okay, alright.
That's fair.
I'm just sorry. My mind
No,
was
you're
like,
fine.
I
Listen,
don't-
I'll let you in on a little secret. Yeah, the father is a
Lesbian.
lesbian. The other parent
I
was
was about to
pregnant
say.
recently, and she's the one with the baby.
Lesbian.
It's her turn to be pregnant. It's,
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
be honest.
I have the whole family tree, and
I
so
was
I love.
Real
Yeah,
confused.
Lesbian.
Yeah,
The-
I can say
I
I'm
get it. I
for
understand, but yeah, no, these are 2 lesbians,
Let's go, lesbian.
and they keep having.
go.
They have not stopped having children.
Yep.
Yeah,
They need to maybe take a break.
I've got
Bro,
No.
get some
from set of
cat. Get
triplets
some cat.
myself, so
Oh, the twins
that
are hard
is?
enough.
yeah, got some probably a trio. That is so.
Yeah, well,
I better see if my friend's on the plane
Yeah,
or on
you
the
should-
train.
well, what's a plane?
I don't know. That word just came to me for some reason. Planes, trains,
yeah.
and automobiles.
Yeah. Yeah, you should find your friend. The conductors will probably be through soon. I don't know why
you
we
haven't-
stopped.
You haven't possibly seen a person. Connor has like cracked skin, some mossy hair. Wearing a hat that they tend to put all over their face. The face? I don't know if that was. Turned to a Irish there.
I haven't really looked at all of the passengers, but I
Oh,
think
that's
I saw
understandable.
someone in the last car
Oh, alright, I appreciate
right
that.
behind us.
I know you got your hands full there.
Mhm.
You just be safe now.
Oh, this is the kids' first trip.
Oh,
out of
it's pretty
town.
exciting.
I'm excited for them.
It's gonna be real fun. So thanks. If you
It'll
need
be a
anything,
blast.
it's gonna be a blast.
No!
Right,
What
I
you got
gotta
there?
go.
A blast!
If you need anything, just let me know. My name's Baxter. Usually I have my friend Jeff with me, who's a duck.
Oh,
But
how
I left him with
sweet.
another friend.
That's sweet. You see, she sort of shifts her arms and is like holding 2 children in one arm, and she reaches out to pat your hand, and she just goes, "It's nice to meet you, Baxter."
It's nice to meet you too. Like I said, if you need anything, just come find me. Or tell Benjamin to come find the big The big bull person probably find me.
Right, I will. And if you're ever looking for me, ask for the Tremaines.
Means because that feels important. All right.
Why is it every train explodes in our streams?
I realized okay, listen, this plot point has been in my world since I wrote it when I was 14. I was going through old notes.
Right. Just so you
And
know,
realized,
my
shit.
thing right now doesn't have any trains, so you guys are safe.
Nice.
So I'll start heading towards the back of the train.
Okay, so you're
I
going
love
to the
the-
next car.
And
I
out.
love when in your notes you just put the Tremaines are important enough to be named.
Yep.
They're named.
The Trenamed.
I just put Tremaines. Lesbians. It's
They're not quiet lesbians though. They're
not.
pretty loud.
They're pretty loud about it. Them and their children. Listen, those
They're
kids.
Montero loud.
lesbian.
All right, in the next.
Nice.
Are you moving to the next car?
Yeah, I'll move to the next car, keeping an eye out for what I saw in my vision.
So there is a gap in between each cars, and in the gap you can see right between the space. You still see your friends sort of outside. What are you guys doing outside of the train?
I'm just making sure that Ysura is actually not actively dying at every.
He doesn't seem to be dead as much as he seems to just be unconscious. He's sort of breathing pretty heavily in his sleep.
Dig in a hole.
Pumpkin, as you're digging your hole, when you look to the side, you do see what look to be two children with their faces pressed up against the glass staring at you.
Oh.
You see one of the kids, looks to be a short-haired boy, immediately duck down in fear, and a little girl with pigtails starts waving at you.
Oh.
Back to digging my hole. I don't trust these kids looking at me.
These kids are very confused by the sight of a giant eagle.
Especially when the train's supposed to be moving for them, I assume.
No, it's still
Oh
sitting.
no, it's stopped.
The train has stopped.
I'm gonna just keep digging.
Mm-hmm. Baxter. So as you step to the next car, looking around, you do see a couple of people. There seems to be a all white tabaxi woman who's sort of sitting there with a very puffy hat and a bright dress, and she's just prop. You can see that this car is maybe less filled than the others, as if most of the people here looked to be a little bit wealthier, maybe, than the previous car was. You do see in the back someone who does match the description you were looking for. There is a sort of a cracked earth skin. You see someone sort of pulling their hat down. It is a bright green hat with a sort of large fern leaf in it, as they're just pulling it down over their head, sort of sinking further and further into their seat.
Is there a seat open next to them?
No. So they are sitting here they are sitting next to the window, and then immediately to their right, where the open seat would lead to the aisle, you see an older woman with sort of sharp features and the same sort of cracked earth brown skin and green hair, as she is talking to the person next to them. You can kind of make out what they're saying. They're not whispering, but they're having what seems to be a quiet argument. They're just you know that we have to do this. You will do your duty as a lady of this house. Not a lady, Mom. Not a lady. You were muted, Liz. You're muted.
My cat muted
Oh.
me.
Nice.
As I was confused, I'm like, I didn't mute me. Is there a seat either
Mutiny!
in front or mutiny in
Mutiny.
front or behind them?
You do see, so there's an empty seat in front of them, and then to the, so they're on the left side of the train. On the right side, you don't see anyone in the seat, but you do see some bags left there. But there is an empty seat right in front of them.
I will go and sit down in that seat
In front of them.
in front of them and see if I can hear what's being said.
Yeah, go ahead and make a either perception or investigation check.
Okay. What's better? Oh, about the same. Okay. Oh, not bad. 18, 19, 20, 22.
So yeah, with the 22, you can overhear they seem to be having a very heated, if quiet, argument. Where it's like, you know your duty to this family. You are a Grav. You will stop playing around and you do what is right. Be a young lady. Not a lady, Mom. Not a lady. Again. It doesn't... Why do I even have to go? This is your trade deal. This doesn't matter for me. Because it is your job as the next lady of this house to make diplomatic ties. We are going to meet with the Varos family. They are going to... The trade with them will be well worth it. Why couldn't we just stay here? I don't know why we had to leave and go so far. There's no reason to have to go this far. And you see just, well, you don't see because they're behind you, but you hear just like this sharp, you hear a sharp gasp. It sounds like someone is being pulled. It's like they're shuffling in the seat behind them. Listen, I understand that you would like to run around with that little, Hades boy and go see...
Ruh-roh.
Go see the sights, go have fun? That's not how this works. You will do your duty to this family. And that is the last I will hear of this. And then it is quiet behind you. So you just hear a soft sniff. Just, fine.
Okay. What is going on with my computer? I will kind of turn and look over my shoulder like, oh, hi, my name's Baxter. Pretty excited for this train ride. How about you? And I'll use this time to kind of like look at Perry.
So Perry is looking at them. They seem to be the same as that picture had shown them. They're pretty young with sort of like a stronger jawline and sort of it's a little hard to tell their features as they're slumped in the chair, but they seem to have like the same crackling brown skin. Their hair is very mossy and like it seems to be made entirely of not leaves but moss. You can see the woman next to them has hair made of leaves instead. Mm-hmm. And they seem to be dressed in a sort of fine three-piece suit with a large flower. It seems to be a black rose sitting in their lapel as they're just kind of hunched over, pulling their hat further and further down. It's a pretty large hat with I think I said fern sticking out of it. Mm-hmm. The woman next to them, she's wearing a like blue-green dress that seems sort of a Victorian-style noble dress. She's got a gemmed necklace around her neck with a sharp blue stone, and she is sneering at you. She's also got the same crackling brown skin, although her hair seems to be made of flower petals, and her eyes are a bright pink. And she is sneering at you immediately. I see they'll let anyone onto this train.
Well, yeah, my friend bought me a ticket, so, means I get to come onto the train here. Pretty excited to go to East. Sounds pretty fun, never been. Well, I've heard a lot about it. How about you?
We've been before.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Anything I should really check out or anything while I'm there?
I'm not sure you could afford to go to all of the sites.
I'd be surprised. Got a lot of cool stuff with me. Never know.
You see, she just whispers under her breath, "Where is that useless guard?"
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways to talk about Hades without talking about Hades. I don't know the person.
You know of them, though.
I know of them.
Yeah, but you don't know them personally.
Yeah. My friend's employer helps him get the tickets, so he's in kind of a
I see.
That's not the word I'm really looking for.
So a work trip. You weren't gifted a ticket then.
I know they gave it to me. They couldn't make it. Their boss had to have him go find some stuff to take care of.
I see.
Some
Her
souls to
sneer is
usher
just getting
around.
larger and larger. She's just, I'm bad at sneering. It's hard to do, but like, her face is getting more and more disgusted as she just looks at you.
I'll look at Perry and be like, "Yeah, you look like be about my age. Anything I should check out what the kids like to do?"
I mean, I heard there's this club that they peek out from underneath the hat for just a moment. There's this club with like, I heard that this is underwater, like a cobalt town nearby. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I've heard that place is pretty interesting, though they don't like access at us too much. My friend's boss, Mr. H, he sometimes talks about going there, having people go there. But I can't say I've ever been. Not a good swimmer. Tend to smell up the place if I get too wet, but Mr. H says it's pretty cool. When I say Mr. H, how does
you
Perry
see
respond?
Perry sort of raises an eyebrow at you. I'm in confusion. Is like, they sit up a little bit. What? Where did you say your friend worked again?
Oh, I never actually said it. Just said his boss's name is Mr. H, but they kind of usher some things along sometimes. People from here to there. Usually it's like a one-way trip, but you never know.
And you see the older woman go, okay, a scammer then.
That's not quite scamming.
Mover
it's more
of
like
money.
Collecting. No, the kind of collect things that has to go on a one-way trip.
People then.
Sometimes. There's
So
been
a
monsters
slaver.
too. Oh, that's quite rude.
No, I mean, if are you here to take my poor daughter? Not a daughter,
Oh yeah,
Mom.
totally here. That's why I'm totally talking to you about this. What kind of idiot do you think I am? Might not be the smartest minotaur in the world, but if I was going to do it, I'd just kill you and take your daughter. But here I am talking to you. Told you my name. Told you where I'm going.
Door, right?
There is a door in the next car, not in this one.
Yep.
I'm sitting here kind of like, it's taking a while. I'll walk over to the car and just try to see if I can get on somehow.
On
I see
top
a
of
giant bird walking towards the car.
Are you trying to get on top of this car?
No, I'm trying to get it. See if there's a tiny door that I'm trying to get my feathers
How
through.
much longer do you have on your polymorph?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know,
I will
probably
say
about 10 minutes.
Yeah, because it's about 20 minutes this entire back and forth.
Yeah.
You got about 10 minutes. The gap in between each car is maybe not big
smelled
enough.
some food, so I'm just gonna go and look and see if I can find it.
The gap in between the two cars is maybe not big enough for you to get in, but any of the cars with openings you can stick your head through.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be the car on either side of this. Bax, so you do hear a loud call, which seems to be in the car behind you, further behind you.
Like, oh, it sounds like that's my friend, possibly.
Right, okay. Your friend, a, bird person, and you, a ruffian and incredibly rude.
Yeah, I learned it from you.
Where is my... Yes, sir! Where is my guard?
You sir? Do I see you, sir?
You do not. But you do hear her immediately yell for you, sir, and snap her fingers.
Oh, I know, yes, sir. We're actually pretty good friends.
Of course. And then she just turns to Perry. See, this is why your little friends can't come on this trip. All of them.
Are any of those children here to feed me?
No, they're in the car. Yeah, so you see that those two kids who were staring at you in the window are now in this car. And they're like, are you a bird? Can you understand us?
And I'm gonna motion for food, and then you can go back to doing what you're doing. I just want to put my head in here somewhere.
They keep the snacks, so they keep trying to hide the snacks, but we know where we can get some. We'll go get you some sandwiches. And you see these kids just rush off for a moment.
Okay,
As they
I'm
run
good.
to go get some sandwiches for the giant bird that poked its head in.
Yeah, of course.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna flip
I just was
Sir's
worried
head
about
once.
tension. I'm kind of worried about tension. It seemed like maybe tension was happening, so I'm like, I want to be nearby in case combat happens.
This is fair.
I'm just
there's
sitting
a
next to you,
door-
sir, and I'm gonna...
There's a door out of here, correct? Like, if I go
The car
farther
you're
back.
in, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a door connecting the two cars, but there's no way to get out onto the desert. You have to go to either the car in front of you or the car behind you.
Okay.
to get to the
that's all I
desert.
needed to know.
Okay.
Yeah. He says actually kind of helped me with a few things. He made this really cool whip that all I have. Yeah. And I kind of hold up the unlit sconce.
Yeah, it is now unlit. As
Yeah.
you saw that the flame on it immediately went away the minute Ysir fell unconscious.
Oh, cool. So I'll hold up my, the whip hand. I'll be like, yeah, he made this for me, so he's your god or something? He never told me that. That's pretty fun.
What are you, one of his students? Or...
Yeah, it sounds good, probably.
Perry, you disappoint me. Your silly friends and their constant badgering.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Surprise, surprise, you disappoint me too. Not as cool as you actually should have been. So I look up here and be like, yeah, we're all sorry, gotta deal with this one here. That's not too much fun. All I know about pants kind of sucking. I got one myself, not a very nice person.
Perry just laughs a little, just and tries to hide back under their hat again.
Yeah, so I thought.
You
I've heard this has been a real blast.
You should
Hope we
go.
have another one soon,
My
or-
guard, Ysir may be your friend, but he is on my payroll. And
Oh, that's pretty cool. So is he. Sounds good. Righto. I will stand back up. Maybe I can get a job with Mr. H. You let him know what I saw here today.
yeah, if you really want a job with him, you should ask for the Black Rose position. It's a really good one.
I'll wink and nod and kind of stand up and be like, yeah, I don't like you very much. If my friend Jeff was here, he'd probably yell at you. Perry, you seem pretty cool. Hope to see you again.
Right.
Don't go wandering off, too far. If things get, crazy ever.
Mhm.
It's a pretty good one to stick around.
And as you stand up, you feel the train shake.
Oh,
As-
yeah, there we go.
As it feels as if it doesn't feel as if there was an explosion. You don't hear a boom. You just feel the train rocking back and forth as if something is pushing it.
Can I look out the window? What do I see? Do I see anything weird at the window?
On one side, you do see Christale and Ysir sort of still sitting there, and on the other side, you see what look to be a large shadow sort of washing over the top of the canyon and slamming into the side of the train.
Does the shadow look like a starry night sky?
No, it is sort of a translucent dark, as if the shadows from the canyons itself had pushed over.
Like shadow.
Actual shadow.
I don't know what that is. Have you ever seen that before? And I'll point to the shadows.
No. Where's your guard? Pumpkin, you also feel the train rocking as your head is just inside of one of the cars. I will say you have maybe 2 minutes left.
Head out. I'm looking around. See anything?
You just see darkness on the other side of the train.
Can I see this from where I'm at?
You can see it through the train window, yes. Looks as if it's gotten dark on the other side of the train.
Don't know too about
Concerned
that.
about darkness. Also concerned about where's my sandwich?
The main things you'd be concerned about.
Listen, the
Shadows and
soldier-
sandwiches.
Cut away to these two kids who have armfuls of sandwiches that they dropped the minute the train started shaking.
Oh.
And they're now picking them up. You can't see this happening. They're in another car picking up all their sandwiches.
Right.
They grabbed about 20.
Will take my battle axe out and kind of be like, I don't think that's a very good thing out there. Usually giant shadows pushing on trains is not good.
No, not at all. And as you say that, the windows on the right side of the train all burst inwards as glass starts shattering everywhere.
Oh.
And you can hear screaming along the entire train.
Sure it's just not me going, sandwiches!
No, but Pumpkin, you do see those two kids immediately rush into the car and start throwing sandwiches at you.
Okay.
And they're just like, do you know where our mom is? I can't find her.
Oh. Oh.
And while that is happening, Baxter, in your cart, so the windows have all shattered inward, and as they're, the glass is sort of like falling onto a couple of the passengers who were sitting on the right side of the train immediately start ducking or trying to get out of the way.
Is that the shadow side?
Yeah, so the right side is the shadow side, the left side is where Christale is.
Just draw myself a diagram. And then we're sitting on the right side, correct?
No, you're sitting on the left.
On the left side. Okay, cool.
So you're not anywhere
Am
near
I on
the
the
glass.
right side or the left side?
You are also on the left side.
Okay, cool.
Did you which side were you trying to get in on? The right or the left?
That would be the side. Yeah.
Then left side. So you're both on the left.
Okay.
All right,
If
Perry.
I fly upwards, do I see anything, or is it just like it's just darkness?
Flying up, you see a very weird sight. It looks as if the train is split down the middle, where it is night somehow, like a darkness on the other side. It doesn't feel like real night as much as the shadows seem to have covered all light, and you can't see through them at all.
Okay.
All right, Perry. I want you to come and stay behind me. I'll try and keep you safe. I feel like I should tell you I'll protect you too, Mum, but I don't really like you. So, like, if you wander away, don't get hurt. But I guess if you stay near me, I'll try and protect you, but I'll mostly protect Barry, because, you know, they're actually nice.
While you were talking, you see the other, one of the doors. So, on one end, the one that you're closest to is where you can hear, a bird. You can hear the giant eagle. You heard the giant eagle. On the other end, where you had just walked through and you had met Lady Tremaine, you see that door slide open again, and to your confusion, Ysir walks through. He's wearing an entirely different outfit. It seems as if he is wearing, like, archmage robes. They are a black and red and he is holding a staff in his hand. He seems taller, and you can see sharp, behind him, you can see folded over some wings on his back. And around his face, it looks to be more, you're used to his face being purely just flames. But looking at him, it looks as if most of it is flames, but you can see actual eyes now and a mouth inside of those flames.
Sure, okay.
As he is holding a staff and looking directly, he's not looking at you as much as he's looking at the Gravs next to you. Such a weird thing to say.
Yes, sir. Hi. I have a feeling you probably don't know me quite yet, but you will soon.
Who are
some
you?
crazy shit's gonna. My name is Baxter. Hi, I have a cool duck named Jeff. Actually, if you look outside to the right here, you'll see your passed out body with my friend Gestale. It's pretty wild. To the right, you'll see here a weird shadow.
You see,
And behind us, there's a giant bird that's also my friend named Pumpkin. Right now, shit's getting real, so you gotta help me out. Don't question it, please.
you see, Ysir holding his staff, sort of looks towards the shadows, frowns, and then looks over and looks at you, Christelle. Go ahead and make a perception check to notice this other person, as he's sort of looking out at his own body passed down on the ground, and for a moment nearly drops his staff as he's staring at it. That's not... I don't look like that.
Yeah, you will in a little bit. There's kind of a long story, but for right now, I don't know if this is gonna happen. If I need to save you, so shut up and help me.
Right. Lady Grav, Perry, you need to both of you out of here now. You see Perry is climbing over the seat, not even waiting for their mother to get out, just started climbing over, like, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Yeah, sounds good.
And Lady Grav seems to be reaching for her bags, as she is just, like, slowly grabbing them, like, right, you took so long, Ysir, for no reason. Gather my things. We need to get off this train.
Oh, I have a great idea. I'll grab your stuff. You need to get the fuck out of here.
Ysir, is this your apprentice?
Shut up. Go. Shut up. Go. If you don't want to die, see that giant shadow? Giant shadows are normally bad. Don't know if you're small enough to figure that out. Even I'm small enough to know that. Giant shadow means you should go. Leave the fucking bags. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on.
Ysir, you're...
Come on.
I returned to the sandwiches, by the way.
Mm-hmm. There is a pile of sandwiches and two kids, one of whom is crying.
Yep. I'll put a wing over them while I'm eating a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
They're there.
They cuddle
there.
slightly underneath.
Sandwich.
Perry has already scrambled just to the exit and is, like, trying to get out. They fully just they seem to be helping a couple of the other people. There's a little old lady. She's sort of like a tiefling woman with curled horns that seem to be like curling further, and she's hunched over. She's got complete silver hair, and Perry's helping her get out of the train.
So young yissa, old yissa, I don't actually know what to call you. You should try and take these two out. I need to go find a woman that has some babies, their kids, make sure she's all right, because she was nicer to me than that one was. And I point to Mom and be like, but we gotta try and get him out. So don't question it. Just go. Just like pick her up if you have to. She's not small enough to run. So
you will gather my
I will
things.
take one of her bags and throw it out the window.
Are you throwing it into the darkness or outside?
Out towards Cristal. Like, I'll take a bag, throw it out to him, like, all right, your bag's out there, better go get it before my friend steals it. Go on.
Those are price.
Go on.
You criminals.
Do I see this bag
come
thrown
out?
out?
You do see a bag just fly out the window. Christelle, you also see a bag fly out the window close to you, and as you look up, you do see a flame person standing, staring at you. Confusion. You're pecking at this bag.
If she is not moving, I will fully turn towards her and puff up with my battle axe, like, alright, I've tried to be slightly nice.
She...
Get the fuck off this
You're
train.
gonna throw her out the window next?
She
I will
takes
throw you out this window.
a step back and says at you, like, and she starts walking, and she grabs you, sir, before she leaves.
That's cool.
I want you to know that you and your assistant are fired.
It better be farther than dead. And then I'm gonna go look for Lady Tremaine.
I am staring at this new Yasser and also flicking old Yasser.
Yeah, so old Yasser is still unconscious, sort of laying down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just flicking him.
New Yasser is kind of confused, standing in the middle. He's confused by Baxter, and he keeps looking over every few seconds to look at his unconscious body.
I'm trying to open this bag with my beak.
It is incredibly... I mean, make a sleight of hand check as a bird.
Did you leave the children behind?
No, they're here with me. If
Okay.
I could pull them out, I would have.
I mean, if they would have followed you if you had left the train.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go find Lady Tremaine.
Well, that's a natural 1. So I assume I rip open this bag.
No, you don't. You instead pierce your beak entirely through it.
Oh,
Just hole into the bag.
this whole ass Helmer.
And then as I'm pulling my beak out, I'm going to try to rend and tear.
Rip this bag open.
Uh-huh.
You hear it screaming on the train as Lady Tremaine, not Lady Tremaine, Lady Grav goes, no, the silk hand,
That's a Gucci. No.
no, the silk hand scarves, no.
And I'm just gonna keep ripping at the bag now. I'm already here.
There's a bunch of silk fabric just pouring out.
I'm gonna pull them out.
She immediately rushes off the train.
Oh, good.
She's off the train.
Are you looking for Lady Tremaine?
I am.
Go ahead to make a perception check in the next car.
Yep.
I'm throwing some of the scarves onto the kids.
They're... Why are these so soft?
Oh, hey, not bad. You said perception, correct?
Mm-hmm.
18.
With an 18, you see Lady Tremaine. She is struggling to get out. She seems to be trapped. One of the chairs had crushed over, and she is just a little too wide to make it through.
I am going to try and bend the chair back to get her out.
Go ahead and make is that athletics? I guess to just bend it.
That's
That
not
is
bad.
accurate.
Why
does she have all these cording
17,
scarves?
18, 19, dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You are able... Yeah, it's full of cording scarves. You are able to pull the metal back just enough for her to... You have to hold it so that she can get through.
Totally.
She has... She seems to have put on her own baby Bjorn, where she has one child strapped to her chest and another just in her arms.
Okay.
You can tell that there's another sling on the back, but she doesn't seem to be using it, as she's just holding them both in front of her. And she manages to waddle and squeeze through. And it just goes, thank you. You're incredibly kind. And then you see she tries to just start waddling off the train.
I will assist her off the train, even if that's me pushing people out of the way. I will make sure she gets off the train.
Most of the people seem to move out of the way for the pregnant woman to let her
Awesome.
through. This is not the car full of shitty nobles, so they're pretty
True.
willing
They're
to
nice
just
people.
move out of the way. Or some of them, you can see one of them immediately goes ahead of you to open the door so that she can get out.
I will not kill you later.
And you were
I
able
will
to
do
get
you
her.
last.
A
You will
quick
die
question for you.
last.
Is your husband, your significant other, your wife on the train or anything?
She went up to the engine to see why we had stopped. I don't know if she made it back.
Alright, what do they look like?
Well, she's beautiful. She's got red hair and her eyes are blue. And as you hear that, the train rocks with an explosion behind you. As the car that Perry was in specifically is hit by a massive wave of fire from inside of the shadows.
Okay.
And you see it tears a hole into that side of the car, and it is immediately going up in flames. Ysir is standing right on the edge. He seems to have been caught in the flames themselves, but he looks mostly all right being part of fire.
Right.
You're not sure if he is incredibly injured, but he's sort of just staring
Perry
inside
with
the
them?
car. No, Perry is outside standing
cool.
with you and Lady Tremaine and all of the other people who started getting off the train.
Okay.
In the two cars that you were in.
I can't run into fire, but you need to get out of that. That's not going to be very good in a moment. I know you're probably just like hanging out because you're pot fire, but move.
Your name's Baxter, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. And you see he closes the door to the train.
I don't know what that means. Hello?
And who
No,
was
not
still on the train? Did you get off of the train as well?
Yeah, I was off of it.
Okay,
Pumpkin's
yeah.
ripping up the bag.
I was
Perfect.
ripping up the bag.
That's right.
And pulling at all the
And
scars.
playing with the kids, yeah.
As you are both off the train, you see Ysir closes the door. For a moment, you see a spark of yellow magic behind the door before the train immediately disappears, along with the people around you. And it is just Pumpkin and Baxter. You were just there on your own. There are no scarves. There is no box of goods. There are no kids. It is just empty, and you can see the crater again. Although looking around it, you don't see nearly as many pieces of ripped metal or flesh as before.
Did you just...
I'm a little confused, I'll have to admit.
I am looking down at you, sir, to see if there's anything different there.
He looks to be rolling over and starting to wake up. He's like, oh, I can't.
I'm gonna rub his back preemptively. Alright, come on. You're gonna up, Chuck, because you passed out again.
No, I'm not. I'm good. I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, you really do.
Did you
keep
see
passing
it?
out.
Did you guys see what I saw? I couldn't tell what it
Yeah.
was.
Well, actually,
what did
there's
you
just like a
see?
giant shadow on the train.
This whole thing?
Raw, and then that's when. Oh, hey.
Oh, great. Welcome back.
But
Oh,
is that
okay.
Was
are
that
there a lot
all?
of questions? We got a lot of people off the train, but those people didn't exist, I'm guessing.
I don't.
That...
You saw what I gave you my gift where I can see the things before. It's harder to control and make it precise.
15 sandwiches.
But your stomach feels empty. You thought you had just had a great meal, and when you were eating them, you felt pretty full, and now you're hungry again.
Yes. I will kind of go through what I saw and what I did on the train.
Ysir is like, so when I see things, they're not always the right time, but if I concentrate hard enough, I can make it the right time.
So, alright, I got a question. Did you recognize me when we first met? Because, I mean, I saw you on the train, you said,
You seemed pretty scary. I mean, you were kind of familiar.
I
but I
mean,
don't
To be fair,
remember
kinda
you
threatened
being
you
familiar.
when we first met.
Why are you familiar now?
Well, I mean, I did just see you on that train right there. and like talked to you and told you my name is Baxter and said we were friends and all that jazz. Also, might have yelled at your boss and got you fired. I am sorry about that, but she was kind of a bad word.
When...
And then there's a giant shadow on the side of the train on that far side, and there's like a...
Yeah, it kind of split down the middle.
Yeah, it looked like it was dark on one side, light on the other. There's also another woman there, Lady Tremaine. Hope she's alright.
And I couldn't see into the shadow.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Let's
there were
look
some
again.
Kids who fed me sandwiches, but they didn't last.
You see,
No,
he
no, no,
immediately
no.
starts raising his hand to cast
I'm gonna
that
grab
spell
his hand.
again. No.
Do not
No.
cast the spell
I mean,
again.
you kind of knocked yourself out when you do that. I think we kind of need you awake for a bit.
Kind of sick of you passing out on us.
It's not. I'm fine. I'll come back. Maybe.
No, please
No,
don't.
no, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think we should probably get you stronger before.
Which means we gotta hunker down somewhere for the night.
I mean, we have the tent.
Well, there you go. Let's set up the tent.
I mean,
fucker.
I don't know if we should set up the tent right here. Like, maybe we should do something. Yawn, big sort. Maybe we should do something a bit further up, a bit, one way or the other, in case something shows up and again.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, we can put the tent somewhere hidden, I guess. And as long as we all stay inside of it. And I'll do the spell again to keep us safe.
I mean, can you do that? I don't want you to get hurt anymore and knock yourself out.
It's fine. That one
Is it-
doesn't hurt.
Was it your, pouch thing instead of your actual magic? Like, is it something I can do instead?
I mean, yeah, he sort of reaches for, where's my bag? And he's looking around, and you see Jeff is just sitting with his stuff a little bit ways away, just sitting on top of Ysir's bag.
Oh, there it is. It's with my friend
There
Jeff.
we go.
I'll walk over and kind of hold my arms out to Jeff.
Wah.
Do you want? He's trying to keep.
He seems to be spreading his wings out over the bag.
Can we not get into the tent? I mean, you said there's gonna hit.
Oh yeah, Pumpkin, you can translate this. You overhear Jeff when he is on the bag. You just say, "Give it a moment, please."
Oh, do I recognize it as Jeff laying an egg?
No, go ahead and make a perception check, actually.
Oh my god.
Jeff, that's not where we lay eggs. We had this conversation? 14.
You're not sure exactly what Jeff is doing. He's making that same face he does when he lays an egg, but you're not sure if that's exactly what he's doing.
You got an
You
egg
can't
there,
see
buddy?
underneath.
I mean, because we've had
That-
conversations about
That
laying
better
eggs
not
and
be a poop.
stuff.
You sort of just looking in confusion. Right, if it's an egg, we'll eat them for breakfast or something.
Remember whose eggs we're dealing with here.
The magic evil eggs.
Mm-hmm.
We can set up tents, and yeah, there's my bag. It's got the chalk in it. And then
Alright.
we'll be fine for now, at least.
I'll fix up the chalk when it's ready.
We're supposed to keep going. We still have to look around, right?
Yeah,
And
but we're not
you
gonna look for
have to
shit if
not
you're
die.
half dead over here.
I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna
What?
die forever.
Question.
I don't know which is more concerning.
It's fine. We'll just put up a tent. I'll take a quick nap, and then we'll be fine. And then we can go back to looking.
Sounds like a good plan. Jeff, can I have the tent out of there?
You see, as Jeff gets off the bag, there's an egg on top of it.
Oh, look at you, buddy. Laying an egg. I will pick up the egg and add it into my special egg compartment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And
And then
where are you
With
setting
your
up
72
camp?
eggs.
My 72 eggs.
gonna To the
Where do
most-
we want to?
Are you doing it in this canyon, or are you gonna keep
Oh, no.
walking?
We said we were gonna go for somewhere more hidden, I think.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, your camels were also, by the way, just hanging out because you didn't take them into this canyon. You said you.
Yeah.
had stopped
Yeah.
them last session when you saw the 18-foot tall creature. So,
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
go to get the camels and bring them over.
Mhm.
Kind of help Ysir get hefted up onto one.
He is slumped over on his. It seems like he is every few seconds on the verge of passing out again, just from exhaustion.
Right.
I'm gonna
Jeff,
slap
you
him
mind
with
if I
another.
pick you up?
I'm gonna slap him with another 5 lay on hands.
Thank you for bringing him up from 1.
Right, Jeff, do you mind if I pick you up now? All set?
Wah, wah. And you see he just flaps his little wings and sort of like hops. He can't fully fly yet, but he does hop a little bit to get
I'll
towards
pick him
you.
up and put him in my little backpack, baby Bjorn.
He's baby Bjorn now. It'll take about 20 minutes for you on the camels before you find somewhere that seems secluded and away from this crater or this explosion.
Yeah, sounds.
But after
that's fine.
20 minutes, you do find a sort of secluded area for you to set up camp in. It's about 1 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all right.
nice.
I'll go ahead and start setting up the tent.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you set up the tent. It's a pretty simple. It's a small tent. Externally looking at it, there doesn't seem to be much about it. Maybe can fit 1 person. And then there is the little pouch in there as well.
I do want to say throughout the trip, I was casting prestidigitation on Cristal to make different smelly odors. The entire time. Just different random smells.
What's with us and abusing prestidigitation?
It's super
Just make
fun.
random smells. Just the whole time. Cristal is just smelling different things. All the time.
Did we head up the tracks or did we go back down the way we came?
Which did you do? Did you go up there is a secluded place up the tracks if you keep going forward. Or you can double back and go back where you were before and take a nap. Both are up to you. Just depends on where you want to take. Both are
what do you
around
guys
20
think?
minutes.
What do we think?
I'd probably say maybe go up the tracks.
Yeah. So we
What
might not.
is our plan exactly?
We might.
Going up the tracks to make a camp for you,
Oh,
sir,
that
to
sounds
heal.
good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a little bit of a short rest because I'm under half of my hit points.
Are we gonna sleep a bit? Like, are we tired?
I mean, I might kind of take an hour to sit down. I'm a little hit, if you can't tell. Might take a moment. That whatever you said in my head hurt quite a bit. Gave him quite a migraine. So
Alright.
if we can at least sit for like an hour, and maybe a sir can sleep for longer than that. I mean, we could always leave someone here with him because you can't close a tent with 2 people.
You can just
In it?
close it,
Oh,
and
so
I'll
fun.
just stay inside.
But someone can like take down the tent with just you, and you said that might kill you. So if we leave like someone else in here, they're taking count as 2 people, I think.
I'll stay.
All right, stay with your friend there.
Shut up.
Are we friends? I thought you hated me.
I do. I hate your guts so much.
Okay, alright.
I think that's what they mean by friendship. That's pretty awesome.
Listen, I saved your ass. You owe me.
Fine.
So yeah, I'll say let's head north to set up tent.
Okay. So you head north. It takes you about 20 minutes to get north to a place that you can comfortably stop in where you feel safe. If there's another like large ledge, a pride rock, over you that you think you could hide underneath
Okay, cool.
for at
good
least
to
an
me.
hour.
And yeah, I'll set up the tent and all that jazz. If we can at least take a short rest. and all
Yes.
that,
So as you take a
great.
short rest, as you step into the tent, Ysir immediately books it down a hallway. He is not waiting for anyone.
All right. I do have a quick question for you, sir.
What? What?
I'm sorry, but did you have wings at one point? Because the version I saw of you, you definitely had wings.
How do you know that? What?
Well,
Were you
well,
in my
like
study?
Like I literally just said, the person I saw on the train had wings, and you had like a staff and like Archimage outfits. You looked pretty important there.
I had them when I was a kid, but I haven't had wings since then.
Well, I gotta tell you, you did there for a little bit. I saw ya.
Okay. And you see he immediately just turns and starts walking down the hall.
Alright, good talk.
Baxter... And he walks off, turns a corner, and then comes back around. Baxter, did you see a sort of rose that was like black or wilted?
Yeah, Perry had a black rose on the lapel. And also they said that if I wanted to join with Mr. H, because I want to make sure they actually like knew who I was talking about, that I should ask for the Black Rose division. The Black Rose position.
Okay.
What does that actually mean? Does that have like a meaning to you?
Can you, I'm trusting you guys. Can you come into my study, please, for one moment?
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind, I will.
I'm gonna
Are we
start
all
heading over
there?
towards the
Do we
study.
have to? Isn't one of us outside, or what was?
Oh yeah, Christelle, did you put her on the circle chalk thing?
Oh, I should probably do that.
Yeah. Pumpkin, if you want, you can come in for just a moment. It won't be 5
All right.
minutes.
I'm getting left out of the cool stuff.
There's a tabaxi in this place?
Yes. Just put the chalk down and then come to the study.
I know. I will.
As Chriselle is leaving, I go, and then prestidigitation.
Oh my god.
Ignoring it. Full on ignoring it.
Bloop.
Alright.
Do some chalky chalk.
Dude, Cat, what are you doing? Do not walk across my that, please. That's a bad idea, buddy.
Was this the room that I was in last time?
This is
Or is
not
this
the
a
room you were
different
in.
room?
This is a different room.
Okay, but I don't see this yet because I am
Yeah.
currently applying chalk.
Stream. This is for to you to see. They are in this room right now.
Oh, I have to be. Oh, roll 20. Okay, got it. I was wondering. I'm like, y'all know what the room looks like? I don't know what the room looks like.
We know a lot.
We do be rolling 20s.
Yeah. Listen, they're all psychic, except for you now, Pumpkin.
I'm a psychic, how'd you know?
So Ysir sort of wanders into the study, and you can each put yourselves on either side of the stairs. They both lead to the same way.
Stairs? Where's the... Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't. This is on either side. And yeah, looking into this room, it is huge. You see rows upon rows of bookshelves. You can see, so this sort of platform that Ysir is standing on is a little bit raised. It looks like you have to take a step up just to get in there. And looking around, there are rows upon rows of books laid out in this sort of strange circle. And Ysir is just walking. He is speeding towards one of them, and he goes, right. Which, you said you saw a black rose, and he walks over here to these books. Boop. Pumpkin, and you are all stepping in. Yeah. So you see, and Christelle, as you are laying these the chalk, it goes down pretty easily, and the moment you close the circle, you see a flash of blue fire before it dims down.
Yeah. There we have it. And I'm gonna start racing back in towards the study.
Bloop. Names. Ysir is just reading through. He has stopped paying attention and is now staring at one of the books. He is just.
Is
reading
he like
through.
flipping through it, or
He is pulling books off the shelves,
each
flipping
time
through them,
he
and just drops a
through
book.
page, I use prestidigitation to make a very loud page flipping noise each time, just like. Okay.
I'm just like walking around the room and looking at things.
I'm just watching for each time he turns the page.
Yeah, each time he is turning pages in one book, dropping it, picking up another, turning the pages up, and as you all three of you manage to step into this circle, it immediately changes. The lights on the ground sort of immediately shine and turn bright as each of you have entered the outer circle. And Ysir is looking down in confusion. When did...
What does that mean?
Huh?
Was it because I was casting prestidigitation?
He immediately just rushes over. No. Okay.
Oh, hello?
What are we looking for, you sir?
Yeah,
Do
what's
you need
going
us
on?
to help you look?
You each... How did you... You're not supposed to turn it on. How did you...
Sorry? Did it mean to flip the
Use
switch?
your words.
I swear I didn't touch anything.
You started the wheel. Or... You're part of it? One of
I'm
those...
going to attempt to try
Are
and
you calling us
back
a third
off
wheel?
of the outer circle. Going to attempt backing off.
The minute you get out of that circle, it turns off.
Huh.
Oh, so it's just you.
I swear I didn't touch anything. It wasn't me.
I'm gonna leave the circle. Okay, go in.
I don't want to.
Do it. I want to see if it's all three of us or if it's just
Step
you.
on. I step on.
Nothing happens.
It's all three of us.
Sorry.
Walk over to here and I
sir?
put like one little toe into it. Just
Yep. One toe in. Whoop. Whoopsie daisy.
Step out of it again.
And everyone dies.
I completely removed the map. I don't know how I did that, but DM go. Oops. How do I?
So, sir,
Chemical birth.
what does it mean that we started the wheel or we're part of a wheel? I swear I didn't touch anything. They were, wasn't my fault. I did not touch a thing. Neither did Jeff. Jeff didn't touch anything either.
Boop. There we go. Fix that.
Only thing I touched was the tobacco you keep in here. That I am in fact holding.
Okay, well,
I
I'll stay
am-
out here, out of the
Oops.
circle, just so we don't explode the world or whatever this is.
No, it's not. You're not gonna blow up the world. Not with this. DM has broken their map.
Well, I've done that before. Quite fun.
So, should I get into the circle or out of it?
Just pick one and stick to it. Yes, sir. Do you need us to help you look through the books?
Kind of like the pretty lights. Not gonna lie.
So you said you saw me and the Black Rose, and did one of you die?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm dead inside. Does that count?
No, that's not
Okay.
how that works.
Well, I mean,
I haven't had any caffeine in a while.
nope, I'm all good. Can't say I've been close to it. Had some close calls, but I've never died.
Did we have our short rest, or is this part of our short rest?
I'll say this is part of your short rest. You're not doing anything, kind of just standing
Yeah.
around, which
So we haven't
is
had
still
it though yet.
relaxing. This is part of it. You are in the process of your short rest.
None of this glowy light is relaxing.
You know what? That's fair. Ysir sort of
Yep, I am
wanders
not
over.
relaxed.
This is back. Wanders over to you, Pumpkin, and he immediately just looks you dead in the eye, and he is staring at you.
Hi.
Why are you here?
Uh,
This-
because you tried to sell me a ticket for too much, and I didn't understand how it worked.
And you see he. Also, can everyone make a perception check for me?
Perception. Perceive.
I see
Perceive.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I
What
got
is
a
it?
10.
A 10? Pumpkin?
I got another one.
Nat
Dirty
1?
20, because that was a nat 19.
Okay.
So 5 in total.
Oof. Baxter and Christelle, it was a low DC. Baxter and Christelle, you see Ysir on his
Sorry, 3.
right side, looking at where the socket where his arm was, you can see a very tiny arm growing out of it.
God, just
He's
give a T-Rex arm
Deadpooling.
right now.
He's
Got
Deadpool.
he's got T-Rex Deadpool arm.
It is very small, but it is growing out. It seems as if in the time that has passed, another arm is just growing where his old one was.
Baby arm.
And as he's doing that, you see he reaches a hand towards his face, puts a hand over his eye, and just starts clawing
Oh, yeah, that doesn't look good. I don't suggest that.
And you see a piece
God.
of coal rips
What
from
are you
his
doing?
face.
But it's fire, right? So there's no like
Yeah.
rippy.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
but you see a couple bits of magma and blackish goo drip down his face as he is holding a lump of coal in his hand. And then he starts crushing it more and more.
You're gonna make
What
diamonds.
are you doing?
And yeah, he opens his hand and it shows a little flat diamond.
Yeah, see, told you.
Oh, fuck.
And he raises it to his other eye to look at you, Pumpkin.
You have quite the arm strength.
What? And you see he sort of pulls back, and as he's looking at you, you see he sort of trails and starts looking up and up behind you.
What? What?
I cast prestidigitation to make it sound like he farted.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Yeah, what are you
I
doing
just go like,
there?
ah,
He turns it to you, Baxter. Oh. Hello.
What? My name's Baxter.
Yes, your name is Baxter.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. Is there something I can help you with?
You see he turns it
Shifting
to Cristeo.
I'm
uncomfortably.
just leaning up against one of the bookshelves.
Oh, okay. That's 3. And you see he is holding a diamond in his hand, and he just sort of presses it against his eye socket. And there is now a diamond sitting on his face. He goes, right, okay, Pumpkin, you're here.
amazing, incredible.
You're absolutely incredible. You're far more than you seem. This is you.
Thank you.
And you see he sort of just stands right here. That means these are yours. Baxter, you're...
What am I?
You see he is standing in front of... Whoop. This little symbol. And he sort of walks over to these books. These are yours, then. Whoop. This bookshelf. And then he wanders over and... whoop. I don't know how I sized it.
You do be tall.
He do be tall. He stops here. Stale, then. This is you. So these are yours. Baxter. These are yours. And he's just sort of running through and grabbing books from each area. And you see he's got about like 6 books in his arms as he goes, okay. I'm starting to get it. You see, Baxter, you said you saw me.
Yeah, I saw you. You had wings. You were dressed like an archmage. Had a staff and everything. Seemed like you worked for Perry's family. Gotta say, her mum was not a nice word. What rude.
I think... You're right. I don't think she was. But I don't remember. You all... I don't know how... That spell shouldn't have... There's a wheel of time.
Yeah. Right.
And I think you all are part of it. Or starting it, at least.
Did we fuck up?
No, not well. It's kind of an inevitable thing. There's really no avoiding it.
Okay, but we were the ones to fuck it up.
No, honestly, this is... And he sort of pulls up the first book. I think this is supposed to be how it goes. I don't really know. I mean, I guess... Jeff? Do you know how the wheel's supposed to turn? And Jeff is... He's sitting in your little baby, Bjorn Baxter.
Yep.
And the moment those lights came on, you felt as if... It's hard to tell when ducks get stiff, I guess. But he looks tense in your little baby, Bjorn.
You alright there, Jeff? Doing alright?
Resists urge to cast prestidigitation again.
He is looking around at the ground specifically, but he has not made a single quack. Not a peep out of him.
Oh, a bit weird. Can I just take a glance at him, like?
He is staring in what looks to be duck horror
Oh, do we need to like step out? Are you alright?
What? Right. Pumpkin, you just hear from Jeff. I knew you all were special. Well, one more time. And Jeff sort of just like wiggles his way out of the baby Bjorn
Okay.
and starts flapping out of the room.
Right, that was a bit weird. Doesn't usually do that.
Run away, duck.
Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty cool. I thought he might know about how this is supposed to go. The notes in my other study said that the wheel's supposed to turn a certain way. That if everyone's here, the ground here, it moves. If all of you are here, but there's 3 of you now. And the other notes said that there were 3 last time. I don't know how you're supposed to make it turn, but it's an inevitable thing. Like, time is supposed to do this. And I don't know when it starts or stops.
I mean, what happens as it turns? What does that actually mean?
I don't know. It's supposed to be this thing for time where it keeps going and going. But I've never, I guess, seen it before. I guess I die before it happens.
Alright. And you said these were all books? What does that actually mean? Like, these books belong to us? Because I gotta say, I love to read, but I don't carry a lot of books with me. So to carry books when you're traveling around.
No, they're about you.
Oh,
About
okay.
your...
Oh. Wait, so there's books about me?
Well, I don't know if they're about you specifically, but they're about, your symbols. This one, the Berserker, the Protector, the Haunted.
Oh, am I the haunted?
Yeah, you're the Haunted.
Cool.
Well, the Berserker? I don't think I'm rather berserk. You should think I'm pretty calm.
Protector, aren't you lucky to have me around?
Maybe a little bit. But these books are about yours.
Don't be too kind to me.
Did you actually fuck my dad?
No, God, no.
It's starting to sound like it, doesn't it?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Well, that's safe. I've lost my temper with any of you. I apologise. I was trying to be really calm. My father lost his temper a lot. Didn't really like it.
I don't think you're really a berserker of any kind.
Oh, good. I try not to be.
Well, berserk doesn't really mean bad.
Right? Still want to be a mad person. Try to be pretty chill most of the time. Jeff and I have worked a lot on that.
Yeah, you're usually pretty chill. I mean, you did threaten to kill me when we first met.
To be fair, thought you were being mean to my friend here.
I was being mean. It's fair.
Yeah,
So,
it happens all the time where we come from.
and I did apologise. Didn't really know.
So you're not berserk. You're just a berserker, especially like when you fight.
Yeah, it was some pretty insane shit you did there.
But I think these
thanks.
books are about you, about your symbol.
I will wander to the bookshelf that's with my symbol, kind of like look around.
Yes, yours is the XI. Pumpkin, yours is II.
Yeah, 11.
And Christale, you are IX.
I'm X.
X.
I'm 9.
Just to make it easier. I. 3.
Okay. I.
Protector.
I. And there seem to be dozens of books on these bookshelves. They're each filled to the brim. There is some space on the bottom for more books. You're not sure what the order is. It does not seem to be in any sort of alphabetical order or sorted by author. They're just countless books with different names.
I'll just pick one up and start looking through it.
You picking one up at random?
Yeah, why not? No one said I couldn't. I'm also going to, do a bit of healing real quick while I do this.
Yeah. So you've had your short rest now. It's been around an hour, so you can roll up your. Actually, let me roll up your sirs because he needs this. But yeah. So Baxter, you grab a book. And the title of it just says The Adventures of Zonia. Zonia.
Adventures of Zonia. Okay.
And opening it up, it seems to be the story of it looks like a journal of some sorts, although from the third person, as if someone is writing about Zonia.
Okay.
Flipping through, just cursory glancing, it is, you can see some moments where it talks about her traveling through the northern frost. There's a brief little story about her and trying to get a cat back to its owner. Flipping further, you can see it looks as if she had met some other adventurers and was working to help them deal with some cases. It seems like they had dealt with a vampire infestation. And then flipping further towards the end, it starts with a sort of excerpt about her day going, that she had woken up, had breakfast, and then her and her party were running around to they were on their way to deal with a dragon in a small town, and then the book abruptly ends. It doesn't say anything about them reaching the dragon or what happened in the small town. Just
is it like
ending.
Are there like empty pages or
No, it looks as if the book is the very last page, as if it just ended abruptly.
That's a bit weird. Does anyone else have weird things like that? This thing just
I'll check as well. What do I see in a book if I pick up a book and flip through it?
Flipping through your book. You see that there is one of the books is titled
a memoir.
A memoir.
Yeah.
A memoir. No, it is Felden the Butcher.
This story sounds spooky.
And reading through it, it's flipping through a couple of pages. The first few pages are seem pretty mundane. It talks about someone who's an actual butcher, which you had been confused at the moment. I'm like, oh, did they kill? And then looking through, oh no, they're an actual butcher. And then flipping, it's not until maybe the middle of the book that you see any sort of anything interesting. The first few pages are about like their childhood. You see a couple of things, stories of when they were young and used to play swords with their brother, and then another getting to the center where they are become a butcher and start working in a butcher shop. And then towards the end, it starts getting towards they welcome some adventurers into their home, and they feel a sort of longing to go out and adventure. And it flips through, they do a couple of small adventures, mainly protecting people in carriages. One of them, they managed to fight off a werewolf that was accosting a town. And then the last page is them going to sleep in an inn before the book ends. It just ends entirely.
Yeah, mine ended early too. Really
I'm gonna go ahead
strange.
and look at mine.
Not a very interesting. There were some werewolves. That was cool. But...
What? I had some vampires in mine.
Oh.
If you get like a mummy, that's like a trifecta there.
Mm-hmm. Christelle, you open yours, and it just says Kothic the Brave. And inside you see what looks like the story of a tiefling, pretty young. The first chapters are them growing up in I forget the name of the capital of Merwin. I have to pull it up on my map. But they seem pretty young. They're just, it flips through Duros. That was the name of it. First pages are them growing up as a tiefling and a noble, and then the next few pages are them going away to joining the military and becoming a soldier. and then it flips further past, and they are doing their work. They have been guarding the palace for a few years, and then it abruptly ends as they are turning the corner in a palace.
Shit.
That is not supposed to happen.
Jude's end a bit weird too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was literally turning the corner.
Yep, mine was gonna go for a dragon.
Well, perhaps it's when they died, or perhaps it's when just whoever was writing it just stopped writing it. Maybe they died.
Yeah, I guess maybe, but that's just such a weird way to put like.
It's almost like time stopped or something. It's really weird.
Oh, like the wheel of time just stopped spinning, and that's when they stopped writing.
Hey,
Oh.
sir.
Yeah. And you see, sir is currently looking. I did not move him. He is looking at these books. I have 3 versions of Roll20 open. It's confusing.
So, do you have books for yourself too?
That's what I was about to ask.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to steal your thunder.
I've never seen any books with my name in them.
I mean, this didn't really have our names. It's just kind of a thing.
But there
Yeah,
are
that's-
books with my name in the other rooms. But these don't seem... When I was here, it never lit up. And in the other books, it's never lit up for me.
Well, I mean, have you
I
ever,
am-
like... Go ahead.
I do brighten up a room.
Alright, never mind.
You do.
But, I mean, have you ever been here with other people? Because it took all of us standing... Like, what happens if you step out of the circle?
I have with... in the other books, they're journals. He steps out of the circle and the light still stays on.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
It takes me that plan. So they're journals?
I've been here with other people. I have journals that are from me,
Well,
I
see,
think.
here it is. Just
And-
bring out all your little friends here for
Yeah.
a journal special.
I've brought people here before, and it still never turned on when I was with them.
I was just gonna make a really bad joke as Liz. And I've decided
Yes.
not to. Well, hey, things don't turn out when I'm with them. Bit frustrating. Sorry. Right. I still don't know if I really understand what this means for us. Like, do we have to like save the world? Do we have to like, I don't know, stop the clock?
I don't know. I guess I need to read my other journals.
Okay. Is one of us gonna die? Because, you know, kind of have a problem with that. Don't quite want to die. At all.
I don't think so. I mean, they just stop. I don't know why they stop.
Are all of them like that?
Each one that I read, they all stopped. They just ended. Like, it was over.
Bit scary.
Ignore the dice, I'm rolling HP.
Uh-huh. You can lie to us all you want.
This is Usur's short rest.
Nope.
I can go through my books. I've never seen any of them end. I've just seen them stop.
Okay.
But these are yours. If they're lighting up, and if this is correct, then and he sort of touches his diamond eye. Then
What does that eye actually do?
the hell did you see?
do you remember how I let you see all of everything for a moment?
Yeah, did not like it very much. Kind of hurt.
This is permanent.
Oh, does it give you a headache or something? Because mine gave me quite a headache.
I mean, it hurts a lot, but if I try not to think about it, I should be fine.
Can I ask that you just don't hurt yourself? Don't really like it when my friends are hurting themselves.
I'll be fine. I've done this before.
Alright. I mean, what does that... So, you see everything?
Well,
Like-
I can't really tell. It's kind of a lot at once, and it's really hard to single it out.
Alright, but like...
What could you tell that?
everything?
What could you tell that pointed us to these bookshelves?
Well,
Like
Yeah,
which ones we
That's
were?
a good question.
each of you I guess this is your symbol? Like your soul's? I saw it with this, and it was a symbol that stuck around. It didn't go away, even when I looked through all of your life.
And you saw all of our life.
I don't remember most of it, but I saw it.
Okay, probably good. Got some embarrassing stuff in my life, probably.
Yeah, I try not to keep it in my mind, what I see.
Cool. But let me just clarify one more time. You see everything?
I mean,
Right,
everything.
got it. Okay, interesting.
How, are your siblings?
Doing good. Last time I checked.
That's good.
But
You see, he is looking... He is not looking you in the eye, Baxter. He's looking at your stomach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last time I checked, they're doing pretty good.
Okay, that's
I check
good
on
to
them
know.
every night, if I can.
That's good.
Can I make an insight check?
Go ahead.
Mhm.
He is...
On who? On me or...
Oh, yeah, actually, or the whole
Yes, sir.
interaction.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
18.
With an 18, he is weirdly looking at Baxter. You're not sure what he saw. When you look at Baxter, it's... I mean, you just see Baxter, but he apparently saw something else, although...
I'm gonna go over to them, staring at the stomach and then thinking back to the train. Are you gonna give birth to your siblings?
I hope not. That might be a bit hard to explain how I give birth to my own siblings. Well, I guess technically speaking, I could if I'll accept with my father. Because technically I'd be my parent and my sibling, but can't say I have.
Oh, it's not.
That
Just
took
Get
a weird,
into that.
very weird.
Yeah, that's it.
As
took
an
a
aside,
turn.
There's a weird sci-fi movie where this dude sleeps with himself and gives birth to himself, and it's fucking wild, and the time
What?
police keep trying to get him to stop.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of.
Nope. I'm just gonna kind of like cross my arms, like, right. Can everyone stop looking at my stomach? I'm getting a bit self-conscious here.
Right,
Now
I'm sorry.
Poke your stomach, just lightly.
Each of
Eh,
you,
That's my stomach.
I saw
It's a
a
stomach.
lot. I don't remember all of it, but like I know that I saw each of you. I saw these symbols. I saw this, the berserker in you, Baxter. Pumpkin, you were haunted. There was something with you. Oh, bloop, there goes Pumpkin. There was something in you. I don't know what it was. Oh, you're back.
I just turned into an S.
I know you did for a moment. You were just an S.
Superman.
You were an S, then you were OBS. And then he turns to you, Christelle, and I saw you were protecting people. Helping, even though you're an asshole. You
Wait,
were...
are you saying I'm haunting people?
No, I think you're haunted.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
It's not my entire job to be an asshole, you know.
You sure act like it.
Because you only get my good side.
Oh, I get it now.
I'm half certain you actually fucked my dad.
Listen.
I was
Only
not conscious
context.
Wait,
for a lot
can't
of
you
it.
see their whole timeline? Can't you go and
I
check?
no,
and
I
see
don't
if
want
they
to.
did?
I don't want to see that.
Not input quite poorly.
No,
It's just
listen.
that there.
You want to know what happened?
No,
Stole the hat.
We don't.
Cleaved it.
Oh,
And then he
Did
turned to goo.
okay.
He exploded everywhere.
I
Okay.
promise there was no dad fucking.
Okay. I think we should all take a nap, and then we
Yeah.
can go search for what I don't know. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Right.
You guys
Yeah.
can. I mean, you've already been in here. You can just do whatever you want. If you fold it up, I'll be fine inside of here. I'll
I
go.
thought you said you might die.
I will not die permanently.
Can I ask about how that works?
It's magic. It's a spell I know.
I think it's plot reasons.
Are you gonna become this, like, weird zombie of not knowing who you are or some shit? as to like how you didn't know about the past
I'm gonna go
before.
take a nap. You see,
Okay.
he's just not answering. He just wanders.
You have a good night, sir.
We'd prefer to keep this version of you, hothead.
And he has wandered off.
So what do you guys think about this? It seems like a lot to take in. I mean, we
No,
literally
I
just met
had
like
an idea that I was haunted. That makes sense.
I
few
think I'm
days
gonna go
ago?
snooping around this place.
I knew it. What? I knew this was gonna happen. I prepped the maps for a reason.
I guess. Do you need any help or anything?
I mean, I'm just gonna go fuck with his shit. Like,
I mean, is that really
Not
wise?
his dad, though. We agreed.
Yeah,
his
no,
dad's a pile of goo. I'm not doing shit.
I'm not quite convinced that it really is. I think something else might be going on with that.
Although, you know, I might just kill him again.
Oh, the maps didn't load. Rip.
No.
Only one of them did.
And I'm gonna just, with that, I'm just gonna
You're just gonna wander around and poke his
have
shit.
a good nap, and I'm gonna start poking around.
Okay. And the other two, what are you doing?
I guess I'll just follow along.
Are you?
I'm following along and using prestidigitation to make it sound like when a sneaker rubs against a clean floor.
I'm gonna
Oh.
try.
Every single time Chrisdale walks.
I'm gonna try losing them, like leaving as soon as possible, as quickly as possible to lose them.
I go ahead and make a stealth check so that you can get out of there and
While
hide
I'm
from them.
actively chasing you, making it go quick, 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 quick.
I mean, if
Oh,
you
yeah,
leave
no.
before they can find you, then yeah, go ahead and make that stealth check, and the other
Okay.
two make perception.
I really don't care enough to. Okay.
Oh, if you don't care, if you're fine with just letting you
Yep,
sir,
I'd be
I mean,
fine with
Christelle
just
get
letting-
lost, then yeah.
I'll go. I just wander
That's-
around awkwardly myself.
A 16.
And
That's
then,
my fourth natural one of the night.
Pumpkin, you have completely lost Christelle.
Oh.
Well, besides, I only rolled a 7.
Oh,
I'm gonna go over to Baxter. What are you doing?
yeah.
I don't know, just thought I'd wander around. Nothing too crazy here.
You do know where the kitchen is, and you sir said he was going to just take a quick nap. If you want, you can also continue traveling, and just fold him up inside this little tent,
Fold him
fold
up
him and
inside.
Christelle up in it.
I thought I couldn't fold it with
Can't fold it with 2 or more.
2 people in
Oh,
it.
you're right. Sorry, 2 or more.
I'll just like go to the kitchen and make myself a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm following behind them,
I'm gonna
I'll-
look for Jeff. Can I try and look for Jeff?
Yeah, he did wander off a little bit ago, so you can start looking for Jeff.
Yeah, I would like to start looking for Jeff. Make sure he's okay. He seemed a bit upset.
As I'm following behind them, I'll make their stomach make noises that sound like "Help me!"
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I
Lovely.
know still wants to make that noise.
Christelle, as you wander around, go ahead and give me an investigation check to just find something interesting.
Okay, investigation.
Baxter, can I get a perception check?
Yeah, of course.
And then Pumpkin, can I please have another wisdom save from you?
It's a 21.
That's my fifth natural one of the night.
New dice. Roll.
I don't have another d20 on me.
Uh,
Oh, and I
that-
re-rolled. It was a 20. Whatever.
That's gonna be a 17.
okay. So I will start with Baxter first. Baxter,
Yeah.
as you're walking around, with the 17, you don't see Jeff immediately, but you do hear the little pitter patter of like the little duck feet, and you do see a couple of pockets of water sort of on the ground, as if Jeff had made himself like water to fluff up his feathers, which you know is something he does pretty commonly.
Yeah. Okay, I'll follow the pockets of water and stuff.
Following those, you see that Jeff he is sitting inside of a little bedroom, staring at the wall. He's staring at a wall. It's not the bedroom that you had stayed in before. It is instead a wall with like a sort of massive mural along the side of it of spell sigils and art and different arcane symbols all along the walls. And Jeff is just sitting and looking up at it.
I will sit next to him and be like, "Hey, bud, doing all right there? Didn't seem like you're very happy a little bit ago."
He sort of climbs into your lap and just snuggles closer to you. Right.
I know, that's kind of a weird thing to hear about. I didn't really know how to respond myself.
Did I get lost again?
Oh, did you go with them or? Well, yours is different.
No, I was just wandering around.
Yeah, yours is gonna be last. So it's gonna be you, Christale, and then your wisdom save. But Jeff is sort of just wah, wah. And he is snuggled up against you, Baxter.
Yeah, I'll kind of like scritch under his chin.
Mm-hmm.
And just,
And as you scritch under his chin, you see a large golden hand sort of appear at, which you know is Jeff's magic as he pats your head as well.
Buddy. Yep, can't say a planned. We kind of planned this, did we? It's kind of a surprise. Don't really know how to take this. We really went planning this kind of adventure, huh, buddy? Well, let's have a bit of a group meeting tonight. See what we want to do. Once everyone's in bed and we can actually talk about it. Yeah. Bit scary there. Also think that guy saw right through us. Not really a big fan of that. Yeah. That was pretty weird, wasn't it? I agree.
And Jeff, he continues. He just sits. He sort of the hand goes away as it like pats you another time, and then Jeff just sort of lays against your stomach.
I'll just keep like petting Jeff and just stare at the mural.
It's beautiful mural to look at. It's a little confusing. Every now and then you see like arcane symbols. Some of them you do recognize from when you were learning. You've seen books with like magical symbols in them before and runes, and some of them you do recognize. Okay. And they seem to all be entirely random. Some of them are protection, some of them are abjuration, evocation. They are all random runes. It looks as if maybe this room was just a notepad, but like for the whole wall.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then Christale. You rolled, what was your roll?
21.
A 21. With a 21, you are wandering around, peeking your head in. There are so many rooms. You're not in the same place that the old study was that you would that you'd gone into, but like peeking your head in, you see like a massive solarium with like a huge orrery where like there's a sun at the center and a large branching of planets. You walk through another room where there are just the skeletal remains of some animals. It looks as if there is a little bestiary room. Each room that you walk into is just filled. All of the walls are nearly covered in books. It is a nerd haven. There's so many books. You walk past another room which seems to have the complete skeleton of a dragon in it, just sort of laid out on a table, and a massive map right behind it. And again, wall-to-wall books.
Wow.
But the room that's very interesting to you, as you like sort of peek your head in, it seems to be a pit in the middle of the room, and looking inside of it, you can't see the bottom of this pit. It is a sort of that is the most recent map. It is a endless pit of what looks to just be rows upon rows of books. Just completely the entire way down as you peek in. It is just an endless library.
I am going to very carefully crawl to the edge and try and get one of the books.
Yes, you don't see a ladder anywhere. But yeah, you can definitely grab one from the top row.
Just gonna grab it, take a look. Huh. And I'm gonna start reading it just right there. Like, I'm gonna scoot away from the edge.
I know, I'm like, are you gonna sit on the edge of this?
Oh god, no.
This pit? I mean, you can.
Like, no. I'm gonna be like, right about, like, here-ish.
Okay.
And just kind of like lay on the ground and start reading.
Okay. The name of the book that you grabbed was Blacksmiths of Fire.
That's porn. That's gonna be porn. It's totally gonna be porn.
I'm gonna like skip to halfway through the book, find out what it is.
It seems to be a history of smithing, specifically for arcane weapons.
Nothing about the sweat dripping from their brow as
Fuck
they're...
that. I'm putting
No.
it back and looking for something else more interesting.
Alrighty, grab another book you grab. It is called Knights of the Banished.
Not porn.
Are you
Looking in the middle of it.
flipping it open? It seems to be the story of a band of knights who were banished from Merwin, the kingdom of Merwin. They had been banished, and it seems to be you sort of get into the middle of it, where it looks like their adventures just kind of out and about. You skipped right ahead, and they're somehow in this tavern fighting what looks like a half goat, half man. Not a satyr, because it is goat top and man bottom.
Oh.
I'm definitely reading this one then.
It's got big Don Quixote vibes.
Hell yes.
We're
Please,
just-
baby.
And then
Literacy.
Pumpkin, what was your wisdom save?
As I told you, natural 1, +5, which is 6.
Okay. Amazing. Let me get that open.
Yay!
Woo! Pumpkin, this is you. Fun. On the combat screen.
No.
So we're gonna transition over really quick.
Why are there dead bodies of stone?
Boop boop a doop. And let me move this to the correct layer, and also move this to the correct layer. Boop. As you are standing there, you are pretty sure that you were walking around and turned a corner and blinked, and now you are standing on what looks to be a decaying hand. It feels uncomfortable beneath your feet.
I know that art.
Do you know that art? You might know that art.
Why you got that art here?
There's a thing happening.
Uh,
You look.
I'm on a hand, you said?
Yes, you were standing on this hand.
Huh.
This
That's-
is
When I said I needed a hand,
bloop.
I didn't
That's
mean
you.
like this.
And it's a little hard to see there. So the distance on this, but I didn't want to make the map insanely big so that people couldn't see it. But they are hundreds of feet away from you. And yet, as you can hear them as if they are talking next to you, but they are so far. It's a little hard to make out, but you're pretty sure there's someone over there who's flying.
Okay.
And as you look around, you can see just multiple body parts, each of them just decaying slowly, and what looks to be small bits of blood, sort of like old rusted blood, floating around in the air around you. You're not sure where you are. There is no ground beneath you. You don't see anything outside of this hand. It looks as if everything is floating around you.
Oh no, I must have smelled something I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm. And you see two people standing over there. One of them you're pretty sure you recognize. Go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can see them pretty clearly. Not just them, but the other person as well.
How far away are they?
The distance is confusing for you because for a moment it looks as if they're miles away, like at the edge of the horizon, and then you blink
So they're
and they're
further than 500 feet?
Then you blink and they're in front of you as if you were standing next to them, and then you blink again and they're another maybe 2 miles away. So they seem to be
Okay.
distancing. You can certainly try something if you would like.
No, it's fine. What was I rolling? A perception check?
Yes. Or investigation, your choice.
Well, the perception check is a 3.
In
And the
total.
investigation is a 3.
Oof, in total.
Because my perception is a 2 and I rolled a 1 again.
Reroll that. Your dice are being mean to you.
Rolled another 1 again.
Do you want me to roll? Just roll. This is
No, it's fine. Just say what I see when they're closer than they are further. I don't know what's going on with this die.
Your dice hate you.
Can I roll a D12? You
Yeah,
know what? That's a 12 plus 2 is a 14. I rolled a D12 there.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry your dice hate you. So it's a little confusing. You're a little disoriented from being suddenly in a new location and also standing on top of a delimbed hand.
That's 7 nat ones tonight.
That's so many. I'm so sorry. You see the blood flowing into this sort of empty nothingness, and you are watching. For a moment, when they are closer, you see. Looking at this person, it looks like your sibling. And that's maybe more confusing. They're behind them, flying a little bit, maybe about 10 feet above them, is a celestial with sort of 6 wings from their back, and those wings are sort of shining silver, almost metallic. The celestial doesn't look that tall, maybe no more taller than a human, at around 6'4". They've got like dark blue hair, almost black, and glowing red eyes.
I rolled a 20 when I rolled the die again.
Nat 20?
I'm just so frustrated with this die. No, I was just fucking with it. Yeah, nat 20, and it's just I'm so angry with this die. Keep going.
And staring at your sibling, it looks like Sesame. You don't know how they got here. At all. They shouldn't be here. And for a moment, when they are closer, you can hear the voice of them talking, and you hear your sibling say, If I do this, they'll all be safe, right? All of them? And then the Celestial says, listen, I'm putting a lot on the line for this deal. Don't mess this up for either of us. Just do what you're supposed to do, and everyone gets their happily ever after. And then you see the Celestial grab a sword, plunge it into the sort of the flowing blood from the wound on this decaying body, and pull it out. And once they it glows brightly for a brief moment, and then they hand it over to your sibling. And looking at the sword, when you can't tell far away, and the moment they jump back close again, it looks awfully similar to your weapon. At the base of it is a small rune, sort of a half circle with a dot in the middle. And once your sibling takes the sword, the rune glows a bright blue before dimming. And then you blink, and you're back in the hallway.
All right. I really need to stop eating those plants.
Is where we're going to end our session.
Oh, we're ending it on me saying I need to stop eating those plants?
I mean, listen, that was your choice to say those words.
Oh.
I'm so sorry about all your nat ones. This feels insane.
I rolled 7 of them tonight. I don't know why
Awful.
this die hates me right now.
We gotta get you more dice.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We gotta get you some more dice, and we gotta, like, I don't know, like...
Bless yours. They need to go to rehab.
Get some blessings. Yeah, do I need to make you, like, a dice jail?
Little dice rehab.
I have a dice gelatinous cube. I'm just going to send you a dice gelatinous cube.
But yeah, so your last sight was the large body. Each of the runes on that body, you're not sure if you've ever seen them before. They were very confusing and pale. They were glowing a bright yellow, but you've never seen magic like that before.
Oh boy.
And as you had returned, you for a moment, Pumpkin, felt that same warm feeling in your chest that you had felt at the beginning of the day before it dims again.
Stoned.
And that is where we were ending our session. Thank you all for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you all for being here. I hope you all enjoyed the session. And thank you again to Awfully Queer Heroes.
Fuck.
Yes, thank you so much for having
Alright.
us on your channel.
Thanks,
Tune in
guys.
tomorrow.
Tune
At
in tomorrow for another episode of
6:30.
Aldrich Academy, where
Another episode of Trauma.
there will be another train. Well, we got off that train, so maybe we'll be trainless this time.
I want you to know, for like the last half, I could hear my cat snoring.
Aw.
Because my bed's right up against my desk, like back of my desk, and I could hear him snoring.
Oh, we love
so
it.
I just want that known.
It's beautiful.
The entire time.
But alrighty, thank you all so much for joining us, and we cannot wait to see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much. Have
Oh.
a great rest of your night.
Bird.